Yes, please. Will you turn it?
How hard can that be?
I feel like you need to invest in wireless cameras.
I wish that was an option. Perfect.
Is that an option?
Not for my laptop.
I put my hat over
Hence
there,
has a dumb laptop.
but then I realized there is a small child.
Isn't your thing called Galahad?
No.
That was
I have
the
I have two laptops. I have the big one, Behemoth, which the corner broke, so I actually converted it into a unit. And now it plugs into a monitor, and it's a stationary computer. An infinitesimal, which is much smaller.
No, I saw them, but I didn't see that part.
Well, yeah, by the time I got there, it was the bus had driven.
Alright, I've already started recording, but do your drum roll, people. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dragon's Dungeon. Clone Kid 93 here, and we return with our quest for El Dorado. See, I didn't mess it up that time. Alright, so recap. We've already done a recap for the crew, but a recap for the stream. The party just got done with the day off. And after learning about some strange fog in one of the southern cities of Peoria, the party is going to investigate the origin of this fog, which Rex believes might be a piece to El Dorado. And yeah, so Galahad, Bella, and Eclipse will stay at the Dragonator in Oroville.
Sorry.
That's a good way to do that.
What?
Yeah, and so you guys will be kind of trekking on foot into this fog.
super slave.
Alright, so let me pull this up because
Why do you
not have it pulled up.
That's past my bedtime. Where am I doing?
His bedtime is 8 o'clock, so he doesn't wake up this
So, you guys start making foot tracks and just kind of, making your way. The land goes immediately, even though you guys know that it's maybe just before midday, the land have gone completely dark. The fog is so thick and heavy. Muriel, this feels fantastic.
Yeah,
This is
great.
the best you've ever
my
felt.
skin is glowing.
You're literally radiating.
Yeah.
I say you are loving it.
I'm loving it.
I was gonna say
For my
something completely
for my
different.
two cats in the party,
You are not
you're-
loving it.
very unhappy with this. So as you guys kind of Russia.
I think I have a light spell.
She's lying.
Who can walk?
So
It's
I
like
would
Rocket
like,
Raccoon.
Actually, it's more like the Cowardly Lion.
Well, yes. But I'm pretty sure her origins
shit,
are like
I don't have a
Rocket
light spell.
Raccoon.
Never mind, sorry.
Okay. Alright. As you guys kind of kind of make your way through, it hits a point where it is so thick you cannot see.
Origins. Hence does, but I don't.
And yeah, I do. It's kind of fun. That's how it is for a couple people, actually. So, like I say, but it gets so thick that you can't see your hand in front of your face. And there's kind of a moment where you're like, okay, do we need to turn back? Do we keep going? And after just kind of like a couple more steps, you step into what looks like a ghost town. This is a village that is absolutely empty. And I say the fog is not as heavy, but it's still fairly foggy. And it's just, it looks relatively dead. Tusk, Villarea, Garden. Looking around, you can see that, not Garden, I guess just Tusk. Tusk and Villarea. You kind of look over at Villarea and she kind of shrugs. She has no idea what's happening. This just looks like a ghost town. Fez, you hear Sapphire kind of quietly to herself, be cautious. This area is not what it seems.
Is this another, like, giant mimic or something?
No, but this is something. Russia.
Interesting.
You hear Aurora. You can feel Aurora perk up.
Well, I mean, I have that effect on her,
Now's
but
not the time.
Well, considering the fact that she's been dying for the last little while, this is big news.
She has energy.
She has energy.
Would you like
is
me?
everything okay?
I've still got my skill up. I haven't even corrected them yet. She says, I need to know what's here.
Okay.
We need to go forward.
I'm up on it. This seems sketchy, right?
No. I don't know.
Shield of faith on myself.
Okay.
Just gonna keep marching forward.
Garden. You step into this town, and you kind of look around, and you remember an old story that was probably told as a bedtime story when you were growing up, coming from a religious household. You know this is the town of sorrows. You know that this is the resting place of the wailing soul who has not been identified to you. Additionally, you also know that this town holds the gate to the netherworld.
Oh no.
Muriel, you see a lively town full of merfolk
That's not good.
who are just going about their everyday lives, minding their own business. Stalls are busy, children are running through the streets. It's everybody having a great time.
I'm gonna do an insight check just because there aren't supposed to be more.
Okay, yeah, roll insight.
Okay.
Can I also
Get my dice
take
out.
damage for
My
the knowing?
For the Town of Sorrows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and make an intelligence save.
Mm-hmm. Listen
I'm like, what the hell? Oh.
My intelligence
This is so sad. I have such good insight though.
It's
8.
not-
Oof. Oh, but it's a -1. -1.
I get
He's so sad.
a number.
How do you get a
27.
No, not -1. It's no, not -1. Oh my god.
27.
It,
You
I
know that
rolled
this
a
is the
nat
Town
1,
of Sorrows.
but it's an 8.
Ah.
With, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I said negative. It was a nat.
As far as you know, this is real.
It's been a long time,
Mhm.
so
You're pretty sure that it could be fake, but
You do.
it looks pretty real.
He's a doo-doo.
I'm gonna.
I said, but you also can't really remember the last time you've seen another merfolk.
Okay.
I'm going home.
I'm
Another
gonna
try.
wander off to go look around and see things.
So you start just like making
Yeah.
your way in. Baragon. Remember when I said that this was gonna be a rough night?
Yeah.
It
You
starts.
walk into this area, and while you're in this point where you feel like you can't go any further, you feel, so you watch as your party
Owen's
kind of
thinking
disappears
about the
in
wire.
front of you. You realize that you can't move any farther. And at first, you don't understand what this is. And then you take a realization that this is a deep, primal instinct called danger sense. You are aware that you are about to walk into what is possibly the most dangerous place you have ever walked into. And you physically are being held back by your primal lion side.
Hey guys.
No, that's
Can
more
we
like
hear
it.
her? Can we hear? Can I make a perception to see if we're missing somebody?
You are distracted by Aurora.
Okay, just fair.
Can I make a perception?
You can make a perception, yeah.
You have
Baragon,
nobody
if you would
to
like to
distract
continue, you need to
No.
make a wisdom
I'm already on
save
guard. I'm already looking around.
and then an athletics check.
I'm too gay to be able to notice.
Alright.
That's a nat 7.
Oh my gosh, guys. And then
That's a 5.
the one time we're super duper focused.
That's a
We'll say you have
It's an
advantage
11.
on your
That's 11,
athletics
yeah.
check.
Okay.
I got a mod 11.
Okay, that's a natural
No.
20
You
for
don't know
26.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Yeah. So you feel your body like getting ready to turn and run, and then you just kind of like take a step forward and say, "Guys, let's run." You step out of that thick fog, and you feel that pull go away, but the feeling of this is a dangerous place remains as you see a ghost town.
Yikes!
I'll keep my Do I see my group again?
Yeah. You see the group.
Actually, I feel like Baragon would be more of a zoinks kind of
So-
person.
Yeah.
You
Just
just
scoop though.
Muriel and Rasha start walking forward.
Not noticing each other while we're doing
Yeah,
this.
kind of just next to each other. Totally different worlds, though.
And, like,
Rasha,
look
as
at-
you walk forward, you see like what look like buildings that are empty, just absolutely desolate, and just the fog pours out of the windows, and it's almost like this town has been gone for centuries. And you can just feel Aurora like making you
We've all
walk
been there.
further forward, as like a pole that something is calling her. While Muriel, you walking next to Rasha, unaware of her existence, as you were observing Triton children run in front of you, and other Tritons kind of just bartering goods. And say there's a booth that has like fresh fruits, and another that has hand sewn. Oh man, what are they called? Tapestries.
Mm.
You know. The rest of you watch the two of them walk forward.
Okay.
Okay.
What would
I'm
you like
going
to do?
to, because I'm a sorcerer,
Mhm.
I can just contact them and be like, I don't know if I can contact both of them at the same time.
I don't think so.
I could contact one and then the other, because it's
Yeah.
not a spell. It's just something I can do.
Your
This
abhorrent
is
mark.
just me at conventions.
Rasha, you're getting too far.
Do I hear this?
No,
Okay.
Aurora has blocked it out.
Oh no!
Women.
Literally too gay to handle
Literally 2 gay
Yeah.
males.
You watch Rasha continue walking forward like she didn't hear you.
Interesting. Sapphire, do you have any explanation?
I would just blame Aurora. That's so
this.
sad. Aurora, before
Honestly,
your guys' time,
fair.
Aurora is widely known as a jealous goddess. She picks her people and kind of just clings to them.
Interesting.
And she's
Yeah,
well
all
known
of
for
the
being
ancient
distracting.
goddess
Yes.
She's very distracting. What were we talking about?
Anyway,
Muriel,
you hear there's calling you.
you're trailing too far from the group.
I'm gonna turn around.
You look back, you see the group, and you see, actually make me a perception check.
Roll better than a 1.
That's better than
That
one.
is better than a 1. 20. Can I do math? 23.
23. So you've noticed that a pair of Triton guards have actually noticed the party and are starting to advance them.
Do you guys not see all the Tritons?
There's no one here.
But there are.
Poor Baragon. Something's here. Please, guys.
Muriel,
What's here exactly?
Are you saying that you can see Tritons around?
There
us?
are so many.
Women.
Muriel, the Tritons are all
I'd rather
gone
be in your
except for you.
situation.
There are no more Tritons.
But they're here.
There's no one around us.
Then who's coming at you?
There's no one coming at us.
There are guards coming
Where
at
do you
you.
think they're coming at us?
You watch as the guards get up next to Fez, are like inspecting her.
They're right next to you.
Where are they standing in front of me?
Like,
That would be right here, Fez.
like on your left and right. Because they're like.
Is it just like a movie where like her arm
You
goes through
you kind of reach out. You watch as her arm goes through the guard that's on her left, on her right,
There's no one here.
and you watch as the guard kind of like steps back, and he starts looking around.
Okay, I'm gonna go back towards the. I'm gonna start heading back towards the group. Maybe
Women!
maybe
time
you
of my
should
life.
ask me to go grab Rasha, since Rasha's closer to me than you.
How about this? We'll walk forward, you go catch up with Rasha, we'll catch up with you.
Rasha.
Rasha is a good distance ahead of you now.
Okay. I'm gonna go to get her and
Why don't
then
you
grab her.
Before we get to that, the rest of you,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Can I look at the rest of the group? There's something very wrong going on here. Never heard you talk before.
Yeah, I figured I'd try.
Interesting.
I'm
I'd
gonna
love to study
walk
that
up to one
more.
of those stalls.
Okay.
So,
I'm surprised that we all stay together. It's imperative we get out. Right now
We
have
need
all
to
the
leave.
orders.
And Tyler.
so we have to go get them
Yes, we have
and
to
hopefully
go
get out.
And hopefully get out. If we're not,
Great.
Well, fair to say, you two know this town houses the gate to the netherworld.
I
You
know.
can make that information to your.
I
Your
know
party.
where we are. Where are we? What's the
This
name
is
of
called
the
the Town of Sorrows.
This is the town of sorrows that we're in, and it
I'm
houses the
happy.
gate to the
So was I.
underworld.
And then I found out that I was a lion. I'm pretty damn sad about it.
Well,
Essentially.
don't want to go there.
I don't think any of us want to go there, which is why it's imperative that we keep moving to catch up with the rest of them. Can
I-
someone go grab guns?
What?
Go
I'm
grab
not doing
her.
anything wrong.
I heard you say you wanted to sneak off.
Sneaking off. I just happen to be looking in this
Oh my
one.
goodness.
You know what?
Storefront.
I should fashion you a leash.
What?
Kinky.
We don't like that.
So,
A little racist.
are the rest of you going to start making your way
Made her-
towards
her
Muriel and Rasha then?
Yes, after
Yeah.
we grab garden.
Alright. So,
Mhm.
Muriel, you're chasing after Rasha. And there's a moment where you realize Rasha's getting faster. Rasha is starting to fast walk and jog. And then
Muriel,
suddenly it switches to a mad dash.
Muriel, can you hear me?
Hmm?
How are things going on your end? Have you gotten Rasha?
She's too fast. I'm gonna run
Make-
after her.
A contested.
I'm going to need you to
Athletics.
explain more than that.
Athletics? Son of a
With me
bitch.
or with you?
With me.
Okay.
Oh, 19.
19. Thank God. You're running forward, and you see some of the cities, or some of the
This one's mine.
houses start to move.
Oh,
What
it's
looks
Gab, that's fine.
farther
Yeah.
and further out.
Mhm.
And in front, you see a post, and what looks like a body slumped over in,
Like a.
in front of it. And
Is
before
it like
you,
a hanged post or
no, like, it's like a
like a.
fence post,
Oh, and there's
and the
just
body is like just, it looks like it's just sitting there like this.
Like, okay.
Sitting.
Oh.
And you feel yourself running to it.
It is the gate to hell.
And before you realize
Mhm.
just how close you are, you hear, "Stop!" And suddenly you are tackled by some unseen force and brought to the ground. As you look up,
Mhm.
the first thing you see is the face of a Triton. And you know it's not Muriel, which is kind of odd. The next thing you see is immediately behind him is a hollow-looking figure with sunken yellow eyes staring down at you suddenly. A chain leading all the way to that post. About 300 feet out.
I'm still running towards
Yeah.
her.
You watch as a guard nearby who was just kind of like hanging out until he saw Rasha run by. Suddenly picked himself up, darted over, and brought Rasha down.
Can I?
You also, because you actually get to witness it, you see what looks like thunder strike from in front of Rasha, and dust literally fog, like the fog literally splits, and dust shoots up as like almost like a bomb went off in front of Rasha.
How fun. I'm gonna keep running towards there, and I'm gonna speak. Can I speak the language of the Tritons? It's been a while.
Yeah, you would
Okay.
you would remember it.
And I'm gonna be like, "Who are you?" I'm gonna shout that at the guy.
The guy who tackled Rasha?
Yeah.
Alright. So
And I'm gonna keep running.
Tell me.
so you see he looks up and there's like a brief moment of eye contact where the world seems to stand still. You know this Triton.
I do.
You've seen him.
I do.
It's your brother.
It is.
Oh my
He's
God.
your elder brother.
I don't remember my older brother's name.
You don't.
Fuck.
You watch very slowly as he stands up, and you kind of feel yourself like jog to a stop in front of him. And he just looks at you. Muriel? Is that really you?
Oh my god!
And you see he like reaches
you.
over, he like pokes your shoulder. He's like,
Yeah.
brother! And he like full on like tackles you.
Yeah, brother!
I'm gonna,
You all watch Muriel fall to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up.
You stand up and you watch as this shadowy figure follows you to your stand.
It's the thing that's like.
And it's the thing that's chained to the post. You also see this sunken, hollow figure with the glowing yellow eyes with a chain linked all the way like 300 feet out to that post.
Yeah, brother. Thanks for stopping my friend. I was actually trying to catch up to her. And
Well, yeah, only an idiot messes with Andorel. That's kind of
What?
common knowledge.
Wait.
We're new to town. Who's that?
That's Andorel?
Yeah, that's Andorel. You guys kind of finally make your appearance.
I'm gonna
you guys
pull
see-
Rasha back.
Wait.
Those of us
Right.
who don't take notes, Andrew?
Aurora's dad.
Aurora's father.
Okay, I was like, other than the sword that was broken.
What? What do we do?
I'll get to that. So, the rest of you kind of finally make your way to the group, and there's two Tritons. They both look like Muriel, but one's decked out in full plate mail.
Interesting. I'm taking things as it
Baragon, as you approach
This
this,
is a scientific process,
you
okay?
feel the emanating point of your danger sense.
Why are you putting
And
shit
it is
so
that
late?
shadowy figure.
Look,
Pour on Tyler's drink, Ken.
I got
Oh,
a bottle.
But it is that shadowy figure with the sunken yellow eyes who is chained 300 feet to a fence.
I will make sure I'm behind everyone.
Your older brother, he's like, yeah, that's Andrew. Have you not heard the
No,
story?
I know who Andorel is.
No, you didn't hear how he died?
No.
No? Well,
Former
let me enlighten
atheist.
Pulls out a guitar. Well.
so
Well,
you have Aurora.
two lovers.
Oh boy. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Andorra here. Aurora would remember this. When they were trapped in swords, their souls were taken from their body forge into a material, basically into their own weapon. However, due to Andoril's curse, known as the Mark of Chaos,
Oh, yeah.
it essentially acts as its own filler soul. So, this is Andoril's body, when embedded with nothing but the Mark of Chaos.
Oh, yeah, okay, well. She...
You can hear Aurora cry. And like you feel like you can like feel all of her strength draining. Just heavy sobs. He just kind of
I'm
looks
going
at
to
you.
hug Aurora real quick. Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I know he and Gehenna were good friends, but I don't really see the need to keep his body around here. But, we do our best to steer clear. You can see, actually, and he points at the ground, there's a
line.
red line that seems to be painted in the ground that seems to stretch this whole link all the way around.
Wait. I'm a little slow.
Just a little.
So, you mentioned Gehenna. Why did you mention Gehenna?
That's a great question. Why did I mention Gehenna? Don't worry about it. I didn't. And he goes over and he pats you on the shoulder. He was like,
Oh, I thought that was
I-
actually I thought, like,
He goes to pat me on the shoulder. I grab his. You see, Gehenna is one of the 4 people I'm looking for.
oh, okay, so you were looking for him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
that's
wasn't
exciting.
looking for him at this exact
Well, I
moment.
just didn't
but-
want to. I just wanted, there's a whole process
Look,
that I'm
if-
supposed to follow, and sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. I get a little excited.
If I'm on the path, I would like to just be like.
Yeah, you
directed
just have
at-
to go around
Around
the
the ring?
circle.
Okay, let's go around.
Wait.
the ring.
Yeah.
No,
I said, I guess I should probably help the rest of you too.
I'm
You all can now see the lively town of Tritons.
What? They've had that ability this whole time?
interesting.
Yeah.
Exactly how
It's-
is this possible?
I'm a high-level sorcerer, and I have the ability to just kind of disguise my people. An
High-level
ability
and
granted to me. What?
High level sorcerer.
According to Muriel, your brother,
Yeah.
there
I'm
was one
brother.
standing right in front of me, and I was able to put my arm through it. How is?
So the fog,
Mm.
it's this great kind of material where
Oh my
if
God.
I can
It's just vaporized
essentially
tritons.
everything. Yeah, essentially everything to your guys' vision and knowledge is vapor. When you reach for something there, it's just vapor. You can't feel it. You can't touch it. You go right through it.
Intriguing.
It is actually really fascinating. You learn a lot of magic from Gehenna. Let me tell you something. He is cracked.
So Gehenna is not here, but
No. Again,
if we were to
you
continue
go
forward,
around the circle and then you go to the lake.
I think we
So
should go
then-
directly through.
So this
No.
it would be.
That's how you die.
Yes. This is the
Quickly,
town of
I might
sorrow.
add.
This is the
Well,
town of
at least
sorrows,
it's not
correct?
slow.
Through legends, we've become known as the town of sorrows, but really, I'm realizing
Brother,
the name that I spelled
Do you want
Odd
me to ask him his
is
name?
Kansei.
Contact.
brother, how did you guys get here?
Here,
You weren't here.
All I can think of is
you wouldn't know, would you?
culture.
No, I would.
Here, before you guys go to Gehenna, let me
That is one of the best.
give you a little history
Honestly,
lesson about the
Probably
town
a
of sorrows.
really good one about
Please
the
just call us
Mass Exodus story.
the town
Because
Kansei.
it wasn't written to be a
The
religious
town
thing.
what
Kansei?
can say.
Yeah, like can say.
Can say.
Can say.
Yeah.
So, is it true that there is a portal to the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Not the Netherlands.
That's
Uh,
around.
That's Netherlands.
That's around the.
Yeah,
the
you just
circle
go
and into
around the
lake.
circle and into the lake, which there's a whole legend I got to give you about too. So,
Interesting. Continue.
so
It's gotta expound.
here's the thing. I don't know how many of you know Triton history. I know you probably don't remember it anymore.
I
But
Yeah, I'm a
Rolled
little
out of it
foggy.
first semester.
I
say,
know,
grew up in
I
the
kind
What's
of
a
failed
Triton?
history class.
fair enough.
Hey!
So the Tritons were a race
I didn't know what you were.
created
Fish.
by Oceanus, and they were kind of his like. I guess I don't really know how to phrase this.
Did you get all of them out?
They were his follower base, for lack of a better, more graceful term. He then goes on.
Rupees.
But when the son of Illerage started taking things out, the first thing he did was he wanted to cripple the Titans. So, on his rampage of killing the gods, who idolized the Titans, he slaughtered all of us. He basically made the ocean floor come up and on top of.
For those of us who are holding a toddler, who did?
The son of Illerage.
Okay.
I think he's probably stronger than Illerage, actually. Was the strongest Earth
Oh, Rex.
Yeah, most don't use his name because nobody has that much respect for him. You see Rex Goodwin, who's kind of in the back, who's been there the whole time, but has just been keeping to himself, is like, I know where I'm not wanted. I'll just stay in here quietly.
Meanwhile, Muriel's like,
anyways, he goes on, he's like, so we were all completely destroyed, actually. After
Oh, thank you.
Andoril, Gehenna, Oceanus, and
No.
that was a cracker.
It's a cracker.
He's eating cracker.
Oh, thank
It
you.
didn't sound like he was eating a cracker. 'cause he-
Num,
Yep.
num.
Yeah.
That's it.
After Gehenna, Oceanus,
She said no.
Andoril, Illerage, and Calcifer
No.
put a stop to the son of Illerage, Oceanus, our father, kind of just went away, and I heard he did something really stupid too on top of it. But Gehenna, you know, he was kind of like the tribe uncle, and so he went and he broke one of his own rules, actually, and he brought us all back. Unfortunately, because of being a god of justice and a god of, you know, fair, and Oceanus could not hear our prayers anymore, so he didn't know we were back, and we kind of went on to become the legend of the Town of Sorrows. Additionally, because of the whole thing that happened shortly thereafter with the Demon King and Andoril, we got what became known as the Wailing Spirit.
your pet.
No, I wouldn't call it that. No, actually.
Let's not call my father-in-law a pet.
Beware the dog.
I dare you to look at me in the eye.
So,
I was looking at
was
him.
Muriel born here?
No.
No.
Muriel was born in Oceanus' home domain in the ocean.
Okay. So then you are spirits brought back from the dead.
Essentially, yes. But through Gehenna's power and a little bit of persuasion of the goddess of death, we're living, breathing humans. We're actually
I know.
alive.
You know her.
Is she the one that likes her adopted son? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
that was me.
mythology.
I do remember things.
I just wrote a letter to her.
It's here.
Good you know
We
her?
met her. Why didn't she tell me you guys were alive?
Really like
Hey.
talking to people.
I'd say she's kind of an oddball.
She was too distracted by her ward.
I didn't mean it. So she just kind of does her own thing and kind of just does whatever she wants to anyways.
Well, I'm glad that you're alive.
Hey, I'm glad you're alive. I was saying we were the ones. I was saying We were all worried about you. We all
No,
thought you were dead.
How
I've
did
been
Muriel
walking.
escape then?
So Muriel, funny story. Muriel's the youngest of the 11 siblings, and
Good heavens, your mother was guilty.
and decided
They
that
are fish.
he wanted to go find himself. He wanted to go explore. He had no burdens. He had no responsibilities. You know, the first 10
I
already are
wasn't gonna
doing
inherit
everything else.
anything.
I mean, you would have.
Went off to
technically.
Arendelle.
And so
Yeah, I was gonna
they
say.
and so Muriel left and went to explore the world. And
So
that
Muriel
happened to be.
succeeded.
Muriel wasn't there.
Oh,
when-
that's good. I'm glad. You'll have to sit down and tell me
Muriel
all about
wasn't
it.
there when Ilridge's son wiped out your people.
No,
No.
Muriel was long gone.
Out of curiosity, do you still have any records of what Ilridge's son might have looked like, perchance?
I mean,
See, I have a working
he
theory.
points at Tusk and he says, "He looked kind of like that guy."
I don't think that's right.
What do you mean?
That's an alien.
He is
Oh,
not of
really?
our universe.
You're an alien?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I thought you were a lizard folk. Oh man, it's been a while.
He's
Close
not-
resemblance from what I've been told. but-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're the guy from Star Trek.
This is
who
Tusk.
Kirk has to fight.
He
Tusk,
is-
pleasure to meet you.
He's not of our universe. We are making our
Wait.
home as accommodating as possible.
Yeah, that kind
That
of alien.
is generally where aliens come from, yes.
Well, not always.
No.
I mean,
No,
that's
sometimes
true.
they
That's
just
a
have
Hey,
general.
you know what? I come from the
I was gonna
depths
make
of
that
the
joke.
ocean floor on a planet. Like,
No, let's not
coming
rush
from
them
space
on
is a
here.
big deal.
Yeah.
Being on land's a big deal. Like, that's why we have all this fog. I said,
Yeah,
"Dude,
I
Oh,
feel
it's
so
for
great.
I bet. I was
My
like walking
lungs
around.
are so dry all
I'm-
the time.
Hey,
Let me
Aaron,
just.
can you do me a
And he
favor
kind of
and
does
take that
this
out
to
in the
the two of you. You feel yourselves dry off and less burdened by the fog. Yeah, so it's kind of just like a
Cool, and I'm just gonna put that right
prestidigitation
there.
thing.
Okay.
So don't. Yeah, don't.
My lungs are so dry all the time. I sound like I've been smoking for 50 years.
Where are you going, Small?
I suppose in a way you have.
That would actually make sense.
But
The equivalent. you know.
yeah, that's it. It's been.
Here, you wanna put these?
What year is this?
You wanna
7
put these in there?
something. So.
Math?
I'm roughly.
Yeah.
800 years.
Like that.
Probably closer to 9.
You're way older than I thought you were.
I'm way older than I thought I was.
Well, I mean, it's fair that you wouldn't remember.
I blame Oceanus. Sirens outside!
Woo! Yeah.
Are they going next?
I literally was about to say, don't say that about a god who can hear you! And then the sirens started.
Woo!
Wah, wah, wah.
Actually, he can't hear you in this area anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay, actually.
Got the cover.
So you have.
I didn't say that I blame Ocean in game. I did not
Oh.
blame Oceanus in game.
Gotcha.
So going back to my previous question.
But I did say I'm way older than
You
I thought I
have
was.
no recollection as to what Ilridge's son looked like.
Well, I mean, he looked like that guy.
Yeah, he looks like a
He was a
lizard.
lizard folk.
Interesting. See, I have my suspicions, but
Here's a. I say, since I know y'all are from this modern age, Illerage, not a human. Dude!
No.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you.
Anyways, Illerage was not a human.
Huh?
I say she had such great mastery over
he
healing
really does
magic
feel under the crotch.
that she was able to physically change her shape to look human to kind of
Make
ease
people comfortable.
people. Yeah, as in lizard folks are kind of a scary race, you know. Like most people don't really enjoy conversing with lizard folk, at least in that day and age. I think now they're okay. I wouldn't really know. But yeah, so Ilridge was not a human.
Interesting.
Fun facts.
She was a lizard folk.
Okay.
She's really nice. Hillary.
Okay.
Yeah, but how would you know that?
I don't remember.
Well,
Oh yeah, wasn't she the big woman?
She was the statue.
Yes. Okay.
She was the statue in the town, conveniently labeled Illerich.
Well, yeah, I forgot about that.
That's where I said.
Well, you were also
fire,
having a
wasn't it?
rough
Yes,
time.
that wasn't a fun time.
It's good to
Wait,
see that I
don't go
remember.
there.
You
Oh
both
my.
talked to Illerich?
Well, I think I talked to Elleridge.
I don't think
I did.
Modernly, you've talked to Illerich?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a giant statue.
I don't think we've talked.
Yeah.
Did we
Giant.
talk
I
In
talked to
Illeridge.
You
Elleridge.
talked to Illeridge.
You
Yeah.
kind of see him like start to lean back, and then like, you're there.
Yeah, she's great. She's really nice. In fact, she's the one that told me to come find Gehenna. So if that's where we happen to be,
I'm sorry. Okay.
let's get this train rolling.
See, now I don't know if Gehenna would want to give me. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyways, because that's my job.
I need to.
Because I'm technically guardian of the gate of the netherworld.
Mm,
Just, you know.
Nice.
So-
how
That's
much
a
do you
nice
get
job.
paid to do that?
his life.
Money?
No.
Is there no economy here?
No, there's
What
no
the heck?
economy. You just ask for what you need.
What the heck?
It's a
They're all
commune.
dead.
We're all dead and come back to life through
That still makes
a
sense.
miraculous miracle. And secondly, most of us are siblings
That's
or
true.
cousins.
That's true. We're
We're
a big
essentially family. Yeah.
Thanks, Habsburgs.
That's weird.
And don't worry, no new children.
What
Oh,
about
so-
the children that Muriel saw running
That's great.
around?
They died,
Do you?
and they're ghost children who are now alive. Do they never grow up?
That
We
is
don't
a
age.
question.
No.
You guys don't age?
No.
Okay.
You're
Wow.
gonna grow
Qualify
old.
as alive or dead.
We qualify as alive, but we fall under the same condition as the gods, where we don't age, we don't grow old or die, we just exist.
So your
So how do we get
species
this down?
cannot procreate to create more tritons?
Exactly.
Interesting.
You say this, and
But you-
immediately Rasha,
I
You
can procreate.
immediately Rasha just kind of has this internal crisis. Like, am I not gonna age anymore? Like, wait.
Yeah, you'll be stuck like that forever.
All the pimples you have, they're stuck to your face forever.
I get to
Everyone
be
know how
hot
old
forever.
Aurora is? Let's say Aurora is like 2,000 years old now.
Dating an older woman?
We already knew that. she
I
was
knew
dating
that.
another
I mean,
man.
I
yeah.
wonder if I'm actually
You
the
can
youngest
um,
in the
you
party.
hear the sobbing. Stop.
No. What about me? How old are
You okay?
Like 20.
I'm 26.
Yeah, fine.
Pretty young for all the knowledge of the universe.
Mildly insulted that.
I think you still.
She's mildly insulted that he stated her age.
That's an excellent point. Do I age?
Especially since 2,000 is not a nice number.
Darling, you're lovely, and I kiss the hilt.
That's an
Fair enough.
excellent point. Do I age? Does one without a soul age?
Well, no. One without a soul doesn't age either. So technically,
So I'll be 26
you're like
forever.
a gray area.
I'll
Yeah.
be 26 forever.
Until you have a soul again.
Unless you break the curse.
Then do you rapidly age to catch up?
No.
No?
I don't know how long I've been.
He
cursed,
points
though.
to Villarrea. Prime example.
But she was a god.
She was.
Oh, but she's not
I
anymore.
said, but she was a teen when she was a god.
That's true.
I said she's
Truthfully, I find
26, maybe 24.
Brother, I really
Truthfully,
enjoy
I
that
find
we
all
are
of you
having this
fascinating.
family reunion,
Start
but we
writing
do have
down.
a job,
Yes.
and we would like
Gehenna.
to go to Gehenna.
All
And
right.
then before we have a family reunion, I need to catch up on everybody's names because it's been roughly, I don't even know how long.
Text watch that does not exist in current time period.
I mean,
Apana.
probably has
Speak for
watches.
yourself.
Probably
Apana,
got
fair enough.
watches.
Oh, you
Apana.
have a watch. That's probably true.
I think it's like
I've just seen
in
Tusk do it once or
Hercules
twice
with
and
the
just went,
one by a sundial.
You're like, I like that motion.
yeah, that's a nice motion.
Let's say Sapphire helped invent the pocket watch.
They got sundials, you know.
Yeah.
That's what
Just
she.
look for the
That's,
sun.
that's what made her a goddess.
Pocket
Actually,
dial.
she invented the sundial.
A rich dial.
Mhm.
A rich wrist dial.
That's why there's
wrist
just
dial.
random numbers on my wrist. Don't worry about those.
Yeah. Listen, all right. So I will give you all the legend. I'm sure you'll all be just fine.
Can I get a
That's
tissue
what we're
first?
calling
Yes.
Are you suffering too? I had to use my spray.
I honestly should bring those
So-
food with me because I have some.
It's a
All right. Actually, the two of you know the legend that he's about to tell you.
Cool. What is it
Um,
anyway?
The legend that he's about to tell you is essentially that
You
those
do not
who,
go dumpster diving.
as I said, those who enter the lake to seek the portal to the netherworld must never falter. He's right here. He's eating chips. He's okay. He's just wandering.
Those who seem to enter the world of the Nethergate.
Must never falter, or they will forever decide their fate.
Must never falter, or they will forever decide their fate.
Are you like
you-
the witch in Brave who like
Garden.
changes and then goes back on it and then repeats it? Like,
Yeah, he definitely does that. I imagine it's more like the Muppets Haunted Mansion, though. How whatever his bucket, the wizard, who's disguised as at first, is the killing alarm branch. But you, Garden, know that people have been here. People have gone into this lake, and people have not returned from that lake. What's wrong?
Meanwhile,
Wanna
Rasha is
bang
like, "Oh, we're not supposed to falter? Cool," and is like actively.
I do believe that we should wait a little while. Diving headfirst into things
What do you
seems
want?
to get us into trouble.
That's exactly what
Oh,
the
you want a
legend says to
popsicle?
do, though.
Yeah.
It just says.
I don't
he
think we should
wants a
falter from a
popsicle.
plan.
I have a plan.
Mama, will you give him
What's
a
your plan?
popsicle?
What would you care to share with the rest of the class?
My plan is to go in there and talk to Gehenna and ask him to free Aurora from the sword.
That is not
How
a
do we
plan.
know that?
That is
That
a
is
plan.
a to-do list.
How do we know that Gehenna
That's a sequence of events.
How do we even know that Gehenna is there? We can believe that Gehenna is in El Dorado.
No. The Demon King's in El
Gehenna's
Dorado.
never been in El Dorado. He hates El Dorado.
Okay.
No.
See, this is what happens when we have, like a 2-year intermission.
Yeah, I know. I say this is actually something you would have never heard of before, but he'll tell you Gehenna is actually responsible for the death of a lot of the pre-son of Illerich god eradications. So he has a strong distaste for most gods, actually, to this present day, and despises El Dorado fundamentally, which is why he stays in the Netherworld.
Interesting.
Not to mention he has a pretty hefty task now. So,
So,
uh,
as a Tyler question, what does Gehenna have that we want?
Gehenna has ultimate soul magic. So he is the guy who could break Aurora's curse.
Mm-hmm.
Who could
Free
help
Oceanus.
Muriel free Oceanus. Could help Garden break her curse. Help Baragon figure out who they are. Help Fez break her curse.
Help Tusk do nothing.
It's like Tusk will have his goal revealed at the place.
Interesting.
I say because it's a surprise even for Tusk.
So Gehenna
Don't
is
make
someone
this
that
person my
we
target.
all have reasons.
Gehenna is not your target. Don't worry.
Gehenna is someone that we all have reasons for wanting to get in contact with, which is why it is vitally important that we do not rush headfirst into something.
And die.
I mean, it's just at the end of the lake.
It's just the end of the lake. And also, I mean,
You just have to go around.
you say we must never falter.
Didn't
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
tell you
Yeah.
that you know that people go in but people don't come out? So maybe that's something that your character should mention, so that we know.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at you, Katie. Katie, role play. Good job.
Yeah, I relate to the class.
All right, come on.
Katie evades combat.
Wait, can I
Yeah,
roll
go ahead.
perception for seeing if I see anyone who maybe isn't merfolk in this town that maybe have gone into the lake and then have died but are now in the town?
Go ahead. Make a perception check.
Wow!
Yeah.
You
Wow.
rolled a 20!
Can I take that?
No,
That's not
you
how it
denied it.
You didn't roll it.
That's not how it works. Look at him eating his popsicle. He's so cute.
It sounds really weird. Like having my ears.
I bet, yeah.
Look, he's just a baby.
Can I have another Skittles?
What am I rolling?
He's gonna double
Perception.
So many Skittles.
Can I get one of the sour ones, actually?
The fruity ones?
27.
That's good.
27?
Yeah.
Dollars.
What
They're
was it?
just more berry flavors.
27? No. There's nothing. There's actually, suspiciously, nothing but Triton folks in what looks like a long line of houses.
Which is nice because usually there's no Triton folks and people stare.
We're the ones.
And
getting
houses
stared at.
are dispersed. This is literally just a line.
Interesting. It's suburbia.
Yeah.
Is there any place that we can get more information on what lays in the lake?
Portal to the nether world.
We can summon Felix.
Question.
That's not a bad idea.
Did you say we had to swim in the lake? Because I heard you mention something about walking around the lake.
No. You
Around
have to
the
walk
circle.
around, and he points to
Mr.
the
okay,
wailing
so
spirit.
okay.
You have to
I
walk
thought we
around this
moved or
guy.
something.
Mr.
No.
Guy.
Yeah, you walk around the circle, and then you go into the lake.
Gotcha.
Around the circle
And we just
is the
gotta
lake.
jump in and we're all chilling.
Is there like a staircase, or do we actually have to swim?
You
An elevator,
not actually.
actually.
So here's the
It's
thing.
an
I'm not allowed
escalator.
to tell you. All I can tell you is that you have to go into the lake and not falter. One more.
I'm ready. I'm ready to not falter. I know exactly what I'm here for.
Once we go into the lake, we
Have
can't falter.
fun.
Right now, we're faltering. Brother,
Yes.
just between you and me, are we allowed to leave the lake
Well, that would be faltering.
I mean, yeah.
when we're done?
Yeah, Gehenna's not going to keep you. There's only 3 people he keeps in the netherworld, and trust me, it's not for his sanity.
How many people have you seen go into the lake and come out again?
None.
Oh, good. That makes my
You guys
really
go
reassuring.
very. I'm not
Wait.
I mean, you guys have met the goddess of death.
Here,
You have
let
2
me
goddesses
Let me
here.
ask
I'm
a
a
more
cat.
We have 3.
Let me ask a more sim-
3?
Let me ask how many people have had the opinion that just because they have this loose guideline of a plan, they will go into the
Like a
lake?
to-do list.
That's exactly
Like
what
a
we've
to-do
done
list.
every time.
Yeah, and
I
we
was gonna
keep
say, do you
dying.
don't like the number of people who have come
I've
looking
never
for the
died.
gate of the netherworld and not come back?
I've gotten knocked unconscious.
Jez and I have tea time.
27.
27 people have come, not come back.
Interesting. Is that how long has it been?
See, I don't hear about these things because
hmm,
I'm Rasha Prime.
500
Okay.
years?
I'm the one
500
that
years,
stuck
27.
through all the timelines. you know?
Thanks to her.
The trouble.
Well, yeah, thanks to.
Yeah.
The trouble with
So maybe
rushing.
plants.
The trouble with rushing in some place is that I usually have to rely on Sapphire's power, but the downside of that is that our last foe that we encountered
Sapphire's power?
is Sapphire.
The other god.
We've got 3. 1, 2, 3.
The goddess of time.
Yeah, we're a big old walking pantheon around
Wait.
I know nothing of this.
And the last trident.
But-
Look, may I just quickly
anyway.
interject, right?
Putting that down.
That we were talking about, like, oh, people walk in and they never walk out. Like this guy, this guy has Felix going around putting down houses in random places.
You met Felix?
Yeah, he's a buddy.
Felix
I
is
can
our
summon him.
babysitter.
I pull out the rock and go, I can summon him and put
Felix
the rock
is our
back.
babysitter.
When we encountered
oh.
Aurora's brother in the
I
Yeah,
need
you guys,
to
you guys jump in, you'll be fine.
But Fez, all
might
I'm
test
trying to
you.
say is that if he can put these things around and they can just travel about, why can't he just open a door? If they can put, like, they don't have to come out the same way. So we could be fine. He could just, like, open, sorry.
Yeah.
You're good. I was like, oh, I hope that didn't mess with it. It didn't. You're good.
He could just be, like, letting people in, and then they do business, you know? He's a
Letting
good
them out the
businessman.
back door.
And then he opens up a door and is like, go on back home.
But
Like,
we
I know
can't
where
know
you're...
without 100% certainty that he can open a portal. There.
I can tell you with 100% certainty that he can do that, but he doesn't.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Half points.
Yeah.
Half points here.
Yeah, I was to say, good argument. You were doing good. Just
It's a D+.
yeah. What does that mean?
It means that you almost failed,
Oh,
but you didn't.
a little bit of that.
in grading.
Which
Which
is
school?
just horrible.
It's like a score.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
So,
all
like,
I'm saying.
it's like
I played
2
darts.
stars.
I don't know why
out
we
of 5.
celebrate mediocrity.
Stars? Is that what you guys use to score stuff now? Man, we should
It's
get
just
those.
shapes.
Can I look at Bella Ray and just be
Very
like,
concept,
should we
so
go
many.
ahead and out though? Do we need to wait for them?
Wait,
She
if you're
kinda-
if you
I
guys
was
are gonna
saying
start
she
going
kinda-
in, like I'm in.
Well,
She
I'm
kind of
just-
like looks and she's like, no, this is kind of amusing. She's like, this is probably the most I've smiled in a while.
How do we leave?
When we
We walk around
They're
this
not gonna
circle.
let you out.
That's what I'm saying.
You just have to get to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
My only trouble with this
This
is that
is
if we
vague.
do have to rely on Sapphire's power, the last time we encountered someone, they knew about Sapphire's power. They
And
Oh, yeah.
Gehenna probably definitely.
they
knows.
withheld
Well-
the same information that I do whenever we rewind time. I have the memories of what happened.
Who did you mess with that knew of Sapphire's power?
It was Aurora's brother.
Yeah, we
killed
kicked his
him,
ass. Well, I mean,
There's no way you
he
killed
downed me.
Aldrich. I was say he's the Demon King's champion. There's no way.
Did
Ah,
we kill him? Or
we
am I
did.
wrong?
We no, we did.
Kill a dog.
Yes, you
You
can.
defeated him, but Demon King whisked him away before you killed him.
That's right.
I thought the whole point that was that you
There's
can't
the
kill
fight you
God
missed.
because Ignis is still like here in a fragment, but he's not like
He like reincarnated.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah,
you
but
can't
doesn't
kill a
everyone?
dog.
Ignis is around?
No.
No,
We
we
stopped.
stopped
We
that.
stopped that.
Oh,
We stopped
I was gonna
that.
say we're gonna be in different trouble if
No,
Ignis
no,
is
no.
around.
No, we stopped that.
Heads move, so we put them in the trash.
Here,
Double,
Owen,
it, like doubled the
you
size
throw it
of
out.
the free marchers. It was great.
Good job.
Good job.
Sweet.
Owen,
But
That
here's the other thing.
one more.
Gehenna. It's not like we're not gonna be able to fight Gehenna. We're not fighting Gehenna.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
not-
You're not gonna fight
It's
Gehenna.
not
I mean-
Gehenna that I'm worried
Yeah.
about.
Oh, it's about something else.
No,
then.
close the lid.
what
No.
potentially lies
Close it.
along the way.
Good job, Heather.
Hmm.
What if there's nothing?
Bam.
It's never nothing. There's always something.
It could be nothing.
What if it's a giant dog?
I'm okay with this.
It's
I like
me, Mr.
dogs.
Fluff.
What's up?
Are we talking about in the lake?
Good job.
Wait, yeah, there would be a dog in a lake,
I'll
Unless
see
it's like
dogs
a-
out there.
like a
Are
fish.
you high
dog.
fives now?
Dog fish,
No, we have
There's
catfish.
dogfish.
We have catfish.
And
Oh,
seahorses.
like a
Excuse me.
manatee.
High five, Athena. High five, Athena. High five.
No, it's
High
not
five.
this.
Fist bump.
Oh,
Good
I'm
job.
sorry, I'm
Also
blind.
have this.
Okay.
I was sitting there. Poor kid.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I think we should just go in.
Are you gonna
Let's
go
go.
around?
I'm
Muriel,
gonna.
we'll follow you.
Karen didn't get one.
I already gave.
I
I
feel like we're
started
following
this.
Josh because Josh is gonna start running here in a minute.
I am just gonna start running. I'm not faltering. I'm in.
No one's
This will make me cool.
It
I
also
appreciate you,
makes
Dustin.
you gay.
Yes.
I got you.
Okay, let's go in.
Yeah, I'm like running
Okay, we're going around the
So
circle.
you guys
around
run
the circle.
around the circle.
Around the circle
Running
into
around
the
the
lake.
Good job,
I
Tosca.
wanna
Say
go
you guys
right
take
through
off.
it.
Should we?
Should we-
Your primal instinct will not let you.
Can
I
I
just like
pull
stare
him?
at it the whole time while looking around?
Yeah. Actually, as you guys, since you're moving, as you guys move, you watch as along the edge of the circle, this thing is like using its chain to essentially lean in and walk with you.
I grab whoever is next.
Dude, you know,
More likely than not, who's next to you is Scarby.
Great.
I'll
Oh,
move Bella. Which side of me is Bella ran on?
Opposite of him.
Okay,
Okay, good.
before
'Cause I was gonna say,
before we
you're gonna
actually
move
go
over
into
there.
the lake, should we make like a rope chain and I can lead because I can breathe underwater and stuff?
We have a kindergarten chain.
Yes.
Do we need to be able to breathe underwater in the gates?
It's a
I know
lake.
what you thought.
I feel
Yeah,
like
but
I
it's a
have-
magic lake.
We don't know.
We
We
do-
might assume that we might as well assume that the lake works like a lake until it doesn't.
That's
You don't make this very
valid.
easy, do you, small child?
That sounds fair.
Philosophy with Karen.
I'm gonna. We can. You can tie me into the thing, but I am going to initially like kind of like step in and put my head under the thing
Yeah, I have altar cells.
to just double check if I can still like
Does it work
breathe.
like
on-
a lake?
Does it work?
It works like a lake.
Oh, so I have to. I
You
can't.
feel yourself holding your breath.
Breathe in.
If I'm having to hold my breath, I'm gonna just try and swim for it.
I don't
No.
So our first problem is that we're going to have to find a way to breathe underwater. For one of us, it's easy. For me, I have also self.
So really quickly before you guys start really planning this out, as you get to the end of the circle, Rasha,
Are there like
as
squid
you
things?
walk by, you see this figure kind of look at you, and like you can see the sunken expression, and then you swear it smiles at you. Not
That's
like
Creepy.
I say, not like the happy to see you smile, but like
No.
a knowing smile.
At me?
And then at you, and then it turns around. And
He
it actually
knows.
walks away.
He knows.
Huh, Gary.
Mhm.
Sorry.
You feel Aurora. You know, like the feeling of going pale, like when something scares you. That's the feeling you feel from Aurora.
I'm going to hold sword.
So not swim away. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're holding
we've
the sword.
done a little bit
Then-
of a backtrack.
You
And-
make your way to the lake.
At which
It-
point, then I swim away.
Pads off onto a dock or pier. It seems to be about a foot off the water. The pier, so you kind of have to like really lean in to get your face in.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
Sure, you're
you're in.
Well, I'm technically in the lake, so I can't falter. So I have to just push through.
Can I
You
just give
could-
you a rope?
pull your face out.
But wouldn't that be faltering?
No.
You're
I
not
don't
in
think
the
we're
lake yet.
in that part yet.
Well, I gotta put my face in the lake, so technically I'm in the lake.
I think falter means like you're gonna be distracted by something.
Or stop.
We're
and
still
turn around.
focused. Let's do our kindergarten rope thing.
Okay.
Right around with faces in the water.
How much rope do you guys have?
Uh-oh.
That's a
I've
good
got
question.
rope. I think
I don't have any
Katie?
rope.
I got a rope. Nom, nom.
Yeah, you
it's
don't have
silken.
anything, but-
Not really, no.
yeah.
That's not gonna be
Nothing
very
else.
It's
helpful.
also imaginary.
He hasn't been able to stop at his shop yet.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't have any money for the shirt.
Well,
I have a flute.
Rex, part of the contract that you
So
signed,
good.
that
That is dumb.
as
I
the-
have hemp rope.
Rex
50
made you
feet.
sign it.
We were supposed to do that.
You
and
have
it didn't
hemp
happen.
rope.
It didn't happen because we
It
kind of
happened
retconned
off
Pretty much
it.
most rope is hemp.
It happened
Yeah.
off screen.
I
It's
don't
just-
know that, but okay.
Because
I
it happened
have
off screen.
60 feet of rope.
I've got
have
50.
50,
I
50,
have no rope.
no rope, 50. So you have 160 right now?
And I have a set of cards.
Oh, nice.
I have
Ooh.
a flute and udu.
I don't think we can play spades down there.
I have 50 feet of rope as
I'll
well.
challenge
50.
him to
So
hunt.
you have 210?
Solitaire.
But we don't need, we just need to stay connected. We don't need to be connected to the overworld.
Yeah.
So we'll
So
tie it
are
around
you-
our waist.
So you all tie the rope around your waist,
No.
tie it to each other?
Yes.
Is that what you're doing?
We're making
Yeah.
a
Thank
human chain,
Human chain.
except
Okay.
not that kind of chain.
So
No.
let's say we're gonna use minis to establish this actually. So I'm
I
gonna
forgot Muriel's mini again.
Oh no.
One day I will remember.
You
I'm
can.
just gonna move
leave
these
it
off
here.
the table.
Yeah, but that requires some getting here.
No.
Oh.
Please.
I don't know what led you to believe you could have.
No,
skills.
this is evil.
Rex,
Do you want me to grab the map?
or- no, we don't need the map.
Hey,
per
we can just
se.
use this as squares.
We also
Yeah.
just
I'm just gonna.
we're
get
just
a-
going
a
for like
line up.
moving order, right?
Everyone just imagine the squares are slightly smaller.
Alright.
Because they're all
There's not Fizz.
I don't have a fez.
She's too white to be Fizz.
Rex,
Facts.
Villerea,
What is Fizz?
Garden,
Oh, keep it.
Baragon. Do you usually use this one?
Yes.
Yes. Daniel, if you grab that gray one, that'll probably be your
That one.
What?
the light gray one. Closer to you, actually. Yep. With the bow.
Nicole.
This will be Tusk.
Are we assuming that
We're
Rex
am I
missing
missing?
Baragon? Not Baragon.
No.
We're missing Muriel?
In Russia.
Russia. So we'll say this is Muriel. This is Russia. All right. So your party: Rex, Villerea, Russia, Garden, Fez,
we have lost the count.
Baragon, Muriel, Tusk.
Okay,
Oh,
really
yeah.
fast. We need to fix the camera because Owen made such
Just
flying.
biffed it. Will you lift the actual camera up? A little more.
So what's the motion?
And then turn it.
I think we're deciding that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, too much. Perfect.
So, as the only other person who can breathe underwater, what do you think?
Oh, hang on, let me get it.
In the back to make sure that everyone else makes it.
Doesn't drown.
Because I'm the strongest swimmer, so I can pull us along faster.
So I'll be in the back.
So is Muriel up front then?
Yeah, Muriel should be up front. I'm probably right behind Muriel.
Russia's behind Muriel.
He's out
Looking for the switch.
Rex will tie himself towards the back as well.
I'll be in the middle.
Baragon's in the middle.
Yeah.
Imagine Garden's in front. In front of Baragon or behind Baragon?
In front.
In front.
Look at you, so brave.
Tusk and
No, I for
Villarreal
sure
are probably
pushed
gonna be
Garden
together,
in
yeah?
front
Probably. Tusk, where
I
did you
would
want to be?
like-
You're holding my tail.
I would like Villarreal to be in front of me so I can keep an eye on her.
Be in front of you, so we'll say
I'm sorry,
this.
I don't care where.
Or like this.
Where it
Yeah.
is.
Towards the front. All right. So
I thought there
you
was
all
a
jump in the
tempo.
lake.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Not much of a choice now.
We're all
So
tied together, so.
yeah. So you all jump in the lake. You all start swimming
Friends who
down.
are tied together stay together.
Literally.
Drown together.
We have to.
All right.
What if that's the way to into
What
another realm?
is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution modifier?
Oh.
Everyone, except for Muriel.
I also self.
Alter self into
Something with gills, flippers.
a triton.
I could just
Oh.
alter self into a triton, except
With
I'm
horns.
red.
A red trident.
I'm a red
Four.
triton.
4,
I have an 18.
3, 4. All right.
You
So-
all drown.
You all start swimming down, and you suddenly realize that this doesn't look like it has a bottom. So you are just swimming down further and further and further. Tusk, you watch Villarreal start to gasp and bubble after 2 minutes.
That's a long time.
We've got good constitutions. We are above average, all of us. So.
The fact that we're at least this far.
And another minute, another minute later, you two start to as well. Start to bubble and gasp.
You don't have a helmet. I guess I wouldn't be able to handle the pressure of underwater anyway. Because atmospheric pressure.
And then after 4,
It's after.
Russia
I
and
don't know
Baragon,
atmospheres in space.
you start to
It's for the zero.
bubble and gasp.
Oh, good. This
So
is not a
we're at
nightmare.
4 minutes.
at 4 minutes.
I felt so confident with 4 minutes too.
How
I
can you
felt-
hold your
yeah.
breath?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how many
How deep you've
rounds
gone?
we've done.
Oh, okay.
How many feet we've gone as well.
So 4 minutes
So-
is math.
30 times 10 times 4. We've gone 1,200 feet. At least me, because I am at the lead and I'm
Do we
pulling
have
you
to
guys.
worry
through
about
30
pressure?
feet of
You, huh?
Do we
swimming
have to
speed.
worry about pressure?
No.
Okay.
I say
They
you
might.
first at Fez. First you see
No.
Hold on.
I want to
Oh,
play
no,
some
Fez.
minutes.
Oh, we got it. Bingo.
say you watch Villarreal drown, and then you watch
Oh.
Garden and Tusk drown, and then you watch Russia and Baragon drown.
Oh. And Muriel's just still pulling
And
them
Muriel
along.
is still just pulling along.
We can't falter. I'm
Nope.
going to.
I'm ignoring that everyone's died
Yeah,
and
so
just still swimming.
I'm
That's
sauntering
the
over
plan.
to you, and I'm like, we can't falter.
As
Who
you
said
say,
anything about faltering?
as you say that, you two watch as the black abyss of the bottom suddenly bursts into a bright, colorful swirl of everything, but nothing at the same time. And as you guys feel yourselves move through it, you all feel yourselves rise to what feels like the surface of a pool.
I'm gonna get to the surface of the
Yeah.
pool. Is there the edge of the pool?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you
I'm gonna
guys,
get out and
you
I'm
see
gonna
like
pull.
this
Yeah.
like white line essentially, and so you two and Rex scramble over and pull yourselves out of the pool and kind
And
of
pull
just,
the rope.
and start
Can
pulling
I
the
look
rope to
over
pull
at
everybody
Rex
up.
and be, how are you okay?
Huh?
How are you okay?
He has a high constitution.
Really, I'm a high level druid, so I can turn into ocean life.
Did we
But-
see him turn into ocean life? Because he was in between us.
He's literally in front of me. Is he a fish person?
Was he a fish person?
He was a dolphin.
I guess at the last second, you would have noticed he was holding his breath, and then finally you watched there was a quick moment where he turned into what looks, oh no, he's messing with the camera,
Oh no.
into what looks like a Peslosaurus. And then suddenly you were thrown into the pool of swirling lights.
Slay.
Interesting. He's
Okay.
no longer a dinosaur, is he?
Other way.
Actually, dinosaurs could not. Dinosaurs didn't
Perfect.
fly or live in the water.
I didn't.
So a pterodactyl is not considered a dinosaur.
Interesting.
Too much.
Kind of like how a mosasaur, even though it has saur in the name, is
Perfect.
also not considered a
Anyway,
Too
dinosaur.
much.
I'm gonna
Too low?
Oh no, that's good.
I'm gonna start making sure that everyone does it.
So
Starts. They
Yeah.
start
I say
breathing
you
again.
pull everyone out. As you guys come out of the water, you wake up to your friends pulling the three of you out, or your three friends pulling you guys out.
How's the air?
Breathable.
That's good.
Okay. Hot?
No.
Okay.
Perfect. It's perfect.
For me?
Is everyone okay?
Perfect for everyone.
Everyone breathing all right?
You know
I mean,
what?
drowning
You
is
guys
not
were
a
right.
fun
A
time.
plan was probably the right call here.
Is there any way to tell?
Is there a way that you could record that from later?
I mean,
Who has a pen?
you have the goddess of time.
You're right.
Does she not have ability to like play back memories?
That's a good point. Sapphire?
Can I? The DM will have to think about it. Anyways, so
Like, you know
Russia said that our plan was good one time.
Fez is like, you know about him too.
I'm usually
Interesting.
just so hopeful.
Anyway,
you actually hear Sapphire go. At least we're here.
I'm gonna need a second because I just like drugged five dead bodies.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys made sure that the 5 dead bodies didn't come loose from the line.
Oh, that's true.
You
Yeah.
guys were in the back.
We were in the back.
Well, the three of you guys swam to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
The
swam
line.
to the bottom,
They were
dragging
dra-
everybody else
He was
behind
dragging
me.
Yeah.
them the whole
I
time.
say, yeah, you were dragging
So-
everybody.
You want 5
That's
minutes?
Russian. That's you.
Yep.
I have a health potion.
Did you
if
die or
would
no?
buy one.
Oh,
Yes.
I
I'm
mean,
not wounded.
Yeah.
I'm just
You all drowned.
So
You need
1, 2, 3,
Swish.
4,
Need it.
yep, 5.
5. Yeah.
For most
Five
of
bodies.
the time, you know.
5. Rex was about to drown and then was like, nope, I'm going to switch into something that breathes underwater.
I was like,
Hence, I'm still playing.
The
You're
funny-
okay.
The funny thing is that like my character's probably the heaviest of them all.
I know.
and Muriel's like, I know.
So,
You also have so
You
much
all-
drag.
Why do you have so much
after
fucking
kinda
armor?
It's not-
getting yourselves together, you all take a chance to look around. You look
Muriel.
back at where you came from, and it looks like nothing. It looks like just a black void where there is a lack of anything existing. And as you look around, that is how it is everywhere. Doesn't look like space, there are no stars. I say, but it's not dark because you can still see.
I would imagine this is part of the test
Yeah,
as
we're
well.
out.
So
I can give you a regular.
as
lightsaber.
you all look around, you then look forward
Okay.
and you see what looks
I
like
think you ate them
a
all.
path. It seems to be the only thing with
Yeah, I don't think
shape.
there were that many of them.
And as you look down at it, you see yourselves.
We're still all tied together, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
we
imagine
should
you're all
stay
still
all
tied
tied
together.
together.
Yeah,
just
that's
so
what
that
I-
Rasha,
nobody
you
runs
look down
off.
and
That's
you
what I was
see
gonna say. I was like, can we all
Aurora.
stay tied together?
Like, where do you mean? Like,
In the water.
like in your reflection.
In
The
water's
floor.
reflection.
Well, the floor's not water. It's like actual like
the
hard floor.
reflection.
I say,
It's like
but
mirror.
it's like a mirror, and it shows Aurora.
Would it show me as a human?
Is it Aurora instead
Fez.
of?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Rasha.
Okay.
Fez, you look down and you, for the first time, see a face that you know. With her white hair and blue eyes, extremely pale white skin, you see Sapphire, who looks very excited to see you, actually.
Fez is just kind
Garden?
of looking down like, I know this face.
Do the other people see what they see, or when we look down, do we see
Them.
them?
You see what they see.
So, told y'all
Who the
I
fuck
wasn't
is that?
crazy.
Baragon,
You're right, because
you
no
look
one
down
else but
and you see a face you've never seen before. You see a man.
Who the fuck is that?
Is it next to Baragon, or is that what Baragon is?
That's what Baragon looks down and sees.
Okay.
in
Just
the
like so
reflection.
then you look down, you see Sapphire instead
Yeah.
of yourself.
Instead of myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what do I see? Am I just me?
You see you,
You're a cat.
And I just see me,
and you see you.
and you see you.
And Tusky sees
Okay.
him.
Villaret,
Villarreal, you see Villarreal.
Rex.
Rex, you see a lizard folk.
I knew it.
Rex, however, has not looked down, and he is only looking forward.
Well, I guess that confirms
We're
my
not supposed to falter.
As you all start to kind of like gaze back up, you see what looks like a throne. And at first, it looks like a regular sized throne with a regular sized person surrounded by regular sized torches until you realize the distance between you and them. This distance is greater than 500 feet. This distance is greater than 1,000 feet. This entity in front of you is not only gargantuan, but much bigger.
Slay. Let's start.
And then you
walking.
hear approach.
Okay.
Walk at them.
Okay.
We're all still tied together, so we're doing this as
Yep. Let's just start walking.
Yep.
And I will walk 500 miles, and I will. We just start singing while we
So-
walk.
So I kind of talk to Rex since he's in front of me in a quiet voice. So you're Ulrich's son.
No. My power. Southern folk. I knew them. I know I'm not the son of Ulrich.
Do you perchance carry an entity with you, like Sapphire or Aurora?
No.
Are
It's
you
not as far as I'm aware. But I mean, I have a magic affinity. I kind of know when I have a magic item.
I wonder if you could be in a similar situation to me then.
Oh. I mean, I didn't think I made a deal with anyone.
Not necessarily a deal, but maybe you lost your memories at some time.
I mean, I remember my early childhood. My best friend Jebediah.
Of course.
Oh God! Yes.
I'm writing that down.
You have to.
I mean, I
Okay.
learned later that he was the god of bravery, but like, you know,
So
that's fine.
So,
Baragon needs to meet him.
I just
Out of game. Just a thought. Not Rex. Lee's brother was the reincarnated version of Ignis.
I'm beginning.
Is it possible for Rex to be the reincarnation of Rex?
Lee's younger brother
But not
was not
knowing.
the reincarnation of Ignis.
He just had possession of the first flame.
He possessed the original flame.
Okay.
A
But,
part
like,
of the original flame.
Is it possible for something similar to that
Rex to have a
to
possession.
be like?
Yes,
okay.
it's possible.
That was out of
Out
game.
of game.
I was not stating that as Muriel because Muriel's way up here and they're way back here
Yeah.
having this conversation.
Well, I was already thinking something like
Also,
that.
Muriel would have missed the conversation about the original flame. The only people to have heard that
Zach.
Were
were
me,
Unless-
Laura,
Aurora, and Rocky.
Fez, and Rasha.
Unless
Alright.
Fez and I talked about it during our
So-
tea times.
You guys approach, and you're walking.
So we drink tea and we
And
talk about how many times
You,
Russia stopped.
and say, as you're walking, you realize just where you are. And say, you can hear what sounds like wind.
Thank you. You have to do that forever now.
Yeah.
And say, but it's not like the peaceful, like, breeze, trees,
I
you know.
can't do
It is the eerie door open in
Like
a
that.
haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say it sounds almost like a moan.
Fact. Fact.
Until finally you guys are close enough
There's that weird one.
that you watch the entity stand from his throne. And it takes him
Let's
one
not go
step
that way.
to be that much closer to you guys.
Oh my gosh. Could you just approach us, please? This is so much
Well,
walking.
I'd say he steps up and takes the one step, and he's literally almost on top of you.
Okay.
Oh, that's not.
I just
Okay.
swam like half a mile.
We're just like, hi. It's like, he's not working.
And I say, looking up, you see what looks like
I imagine if he's like
giant.
right in front of us, the only way that we can actually see him is like if we're lying down.
Well, you're not.
Because our necks
He's not
don't-
right in front of you. He's just close enough that you don't need to get any closer.
Okay.
And say, and you see what is this absolutely massive figure, just in this decked out in this black armor, head to toe. He has a helmet
Yeah.
with 3 like prongs that look kind of like a crown on the top, and his eyes glow with like a blue flame, and this blue flame actually radiates from a lot of different parts of his armor, and it just kind of just emanates throughout him.
A visualization of Gehenna.
I guess yeah, that's probably close enough.
Yeah.
I forgot we had to move these out.
Oh.
Why
Yeah.
are we up in the tower?
I did too. I was like,
I think we're a little bit further back though. So.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
but Muriel's-
probably like,
Poor Muriel's
Well.
neck, you know?
Like, way
It's like,
And we're like half the size of the normal minis.
yeah. No, that's about right.
That's good enough.
That's to scale enough. Maybe not.
the closet.
I mean, just put that on that.
So this plated god of a man.
I say you
yeah.
and in his hand you see, or essentially like propped against his back, you see what looks like a massive sword with, and in that same blue flame is something inscribed in runic language that you have no idea what it reads.
Hello?
Can I read
Lord
the...
Gehenna.
Can I read the runes?
Intelligence save.
I'm assuming it's 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Gonna need health insurance.
As you feel his gaze. You don't see him move, but you feel his gaze track down you. Gormal.
Yeah.
You wish to free Aurora.
As in fact why I
Ooh,
intended
that's a
to,
20.
yes.
29.
You're so smart.
29.
It's a nat 20.
The runes read Godslayer.
What a fun place.
Hey!
Ain't it great that I'm like the first person he's talking to?
Yeah, you're the one who said Lord Gehenna. I said hello, and you interrupted. It's okay.
No, I know, I'm sorry.
You're not even in
He
the
then
first
looks
place.
over to you.
You step forward, so we're all like, oh my god.
Hello.
Muriel.
Yeah.
You wish to free Oceanus.
My father, yeah.
That's your father.
Where's your dad?
That was what was just established.
Ooh, papa.
Papa.
I had a toddler in my lap, okay?
It's okay. That's why we're
Yeah.
addressing these things so everyone catches them.
He then looks up towards Garden.
Gag dice and putting them in here.
He says, "Radiant Garden, you wish to rid
Present.
yourself of this curse.
Yo.
You're hurt?
Oh, yes, you weren't here for
The
that.
ring. The ring.
Gab wasn't here for that.
Then looks towards Fez. You wish to break your curse. And then the tusk.
I don't know you.
What the fuck?
You wish to achieve your bounty.
Would you like a coupon?
And then looks towards Baragon. You wish to know who you are. I know your requests. You do not need to ask them.
So who here?
You need only to answer.
I didn't know there was gonna be a quiz.
Is your favorite color?
Looks back to
Burgundy.
Rasha.
Is your
Yeah.
quest? What? The average
Goddess
ratio of a
Saves
swallow.
the goddess whose role she stole. To save her, would you trade places with her?
I would.
And then turns to Miriam.
He didn't want to respond right away.
Honestly, he's gonna ask everybody, and then
And
then
we'll-
I will give you some time to think about it before I will ask for an answer. Then turns to Muriel. Muriel, you wish to free a god of his purpose. To do so, you must take the god's place. Would you replace Oceanus as god of seas and titan of water? And then turns towards Garden. I have to read this one. Sorry, I have to read this one because this one is, it's
Is
phrased
lengthy?
funny.
Never mind, take your time.
Oh no, it is lengthy. You're right.
Oh.
It's okay. We can have fourth wall breaking a little bit.
Garden. You wish to free yourself from the Lord who courts you, and be with your true lover, and break the curse. I can postpone it. You can be with your lover, and the Lord who courts you will no longer follow you. However,
You kind of fucked
should
up with
you
blood magic.
ever not be on the run, the curse would return. And then turns towards Fez. You wish to break the curse and regain your memory. In order for that curse to leave you, it must go to another, one who is already cursed, who is close to you.
Florida's calling me.
Then turns to Tusk. Tusk, I can lead you directly to your bounty. However, should you step through the portal, you will cease to know why. And then towards Aragon. I can show you who you were, but you will lose who you are.
Bella isn't.
He nods. You then see an image, what looks like a projection, as he waves his hand. And you see Eclipse standing at the edge of the dock, to the lake that you guys just went in. And you see Eclipse is kind of like floating there and is like prepping herself. And you hear the very awkward, and her very awkward robot voice. I'm not a robot, and I'm not about to throw myself in a lake. Here we go. And jump into the lake.
Why is Eclipse here?
As she does that, she appears next to you all. And just kind of like falls like down next to you. Ping.
That looks so much easier when you do it.
And locked it
He then turns to Eclipse. Eclipse of Mitsubishi.
You wish to be a real boy.
What a fucking anime name.
You don't realize it's the car?
I know it's the car, but Eclipse
It's still
Mitsubishi,
a very anime name. You're not wrong.
There's an anime character named that.
I-
You know?
There must be. Probably an isekai protagonist.
Probably.
He
It
turns
could
to
actually
Eclipse.
just be an anime.
Eclipse wishes to be a real boy.
You wish for the one you love to love you. In order for that,
Callahan.
you must transfer your love to them, being unable to love them yourself.
Is it me? I know I'm beautiful.
You see Eclipse like, this is not what I was hoping for.
Oh,
Eclipse, why are you here? Eclipse, why are you here?
I'm finding you,
Oh.
actually.
Hi.
Fetchus has been invaded by Crix Chill and is requesting our support.
Oh,
Nice.
I should have things to take care of.
I have a question to ask Rex.
Galahad's with Bella.
You know who I was.
Yeah?
Sapphire knows who I was too as well.
You know, that's what I want to know. I want to know how you ended up with Sapphire.
You gave it to me.
I didn't know it had a soul in it.
But I thought you said that you have the ability to know if there's magic.
I do. That doesn't tell me if there's a soul inside it.
So then you don't know.
So then you don't know if you do have an item that possesses the soul of Illyrius.
That would be
Got
fair.
him.
I hadn't thought about it like that, actually. That's a fair. But
We'll address
Speaking
that in
of
my
fair-
therapy session.
and you
Hexa's
watch.
like, oh. Okay.
No, I actually counted on this.
Okay.
This is all scripted right now.
Yeah!
He
We're
goes,
hitting the script.
speaking of fair, you! And he points towards Gehenna. He says, how is any of that fair?
Rex, let's style
No!
down.
How is, you claim to be a god of justice, fairness, and how is any of that fair? We came here, they came here, ask for your help. And you watch Gehenna basically take his hand, silence. And you watch Rex, literally, all he does is flick his hand, and you watch Rex fly.
Rex is Tychos.
The rope snaps.
Oh, okay.
And I say
We all fall down.
And say it's not even a tug. You don't even feel it.
So the only one that is disconnected is me. Love that, because I'm at the end.
There's about to be more. I pull out Aurora and I'm cutting the rope off of me.
I don't know.
Where are you going? Don't cut the rope we need.
I'm about to be going somewhere. Can I summon Aurora right now?
I don't know if you can summon Laura. She's no longer strong enough to have a corporeal form.
Oh, she's about to have a corporeal form. I just wanted to have a moment to kiss my girlfriend. I pull out my bag of money. I look at Aurora. You're going to need this. I'm going to set this here for you.
You're going to turn into Aurora?
Yes. Obviously I'm taking this deal. This is why I'm here.
Why are you taking this? You realize you
This
can't.
is why I'm here.
You can't be with her if.
With peace.
Technically, they've done it already.
With peace there is always hope.
You would no longer exist. You're trading your place for her.
I take the deal.
Don't say the.
You,
Oh, I kiss, and then I take the deal.
You go.
as you, here you go. You need to write all those down. As you do so,
Hi.
you see is a quick moment, and then you're holding twin lacerations. And as you look down, you see the love of your life, Rasha, staring back at you. You are now Aurora. That is your character sheet.
So Rosh is dead.
No,
No,
Rasha
no,
is
the
now the sword.
Oh.
They've done the
Rasha
same
is now Aurora's sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't get that.
They were just switching roles.
They just switched places, yeah.
And she has my money now. There you go.
No.
Going to pick up the bag of money. Going to
I will find another way to get my memories. It just doesn't make any sense. I have connections to 2 people in here who will know me from my past. They can help me. There's no reason to bring Bella into this.
Can you pop a hug? Oh, good night, kiddo. Good boy. Alright, back to Mama.
Bye.
Here comes Mama. Alright.
Owen, can you say goodnight? Say bye-bye.
As you say that, you get basically this small pop-up projection of Bella.
He's a big kid now.
Let's say his PJs are in the bedroom too. Good. I think. You get like a pop-up image of Bella and Galahad. Galahad is basically just standing there, and Bella is walking in circles around him, and you can tell that she's like pushing and like prodding at him and is talking to him. You can't exactly tell what she's saying, but you can tell that she's quizzing him on things he probably doesn't know anything about. And you can tell that while he's not completely unamused by this, he is tolerating it.
Can I feel like just the tiniest hint of something?
You do. You actually feel a genuine love for Bella. A genuine aspect of this is my kid. Nothing will take them from me.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
If I take the lead
Mhm.
and I become the god of the ocean and the sea,
Do I have to make a new character?
yes, but also,
Huh?
do I have to make a new character? That was a good
No.
question. Okay.
What was your question?
Other thing.
That was
That was the
question.
question. Other thing. Does Oceanus become mortal? Or does he get to join his kids in the town of sorrows?
We're not
Can I
kids.
ask Gehenna? Can I say something like, will Oceanus know where his children are and see them?
Yes.
Also out of game. What? I don't know how to phrase this.
I mean, you're asking out of game, so any way you want to phrase it. What does
I
this
don't
mean
know
for
how
Muriel?
To, yeah. Do I just get really cool water themed powers?
You will get water bending.
You become the waterbender.
The waterbender.
Not just a waterbender, the
I would say you get a stronger form of
I
water
become
bending.
Aquaman.
You also get access to a certain spell.
Okay. But that's basically it.
That's basically
Okay. Cool.
Wow, that's kind of a, I become stronger. Okay,
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you
and
sacrifice
I mean, you
your
also
child.
have to deal with the things of being God.
Yeah. But
and a popular god at that. You know, where Rasha and Aurora were getting a prayer every now and then, you get prayers constantly.
That's
Meaning
gonna
your
get
thoughts
annoying.
will be constantly cluttered.
Awesome.
That's not fun. I know.
Muriel's probably not gonna have that foresight though.
Yeah.
So I think Muriel's gonna take the deal.
Okay. You now have access to this spell. And write it down.
We gotta figure out how to do this.
If you
I'll
need to
figure it
send
out.
yourself the image, that's also fine.
I'll do that. I'll do that
And
for
then
now.
I will send you your waterbending skill as well.
Slay. I like
Garden turns
your
him down.
picture
Hard
for
no.
me.
She says, "Fuck you, Gad." Kidding. Garden being the one who grew up in a religious setting would know better and would just peacefully decline.
Well, thank you. Let me read this.
Because Dale's an idiot, can you? What was my deal again?
Your deal is that he will send you directly to your bounty, to what your goal is, the reason you're here. However, when you approach him, you will forget your purpose. You will forget why you're hunting him. And it'll make your hunt feel pointless.
I'm gonna pass. I can track it.
It's another universe. It's not hard. I got here.
Well,
dude.
technically it's not another universe. It's another galaxy.
That's not that hard. I got here.
And technically, I'm in the right galaxy. I just got.
You're just
blown
on
out
the
of
wrong
sky.
plan.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong planet.
You're technically not far off though.
Exactly. See, so I can get there. It'll just take a little bit of time.
Yeah, just gotta invent a rocket ship.
That's what Mitsubishi's for.
I literally know
Mitsubishi
how-
can't build a rocket ship.
Best
Well,
can.
we're gonna change that.
Best can.
Vez could. The aforementioned Dr. Invor, God of Inventions, has a rocket ship.
See? There are people. There are ways.
He would not give it to you.
Didn't say he had to be alive to do it.
Good luck trying to kill him.
Sneak attack, bolt to the back of the head. Bang.
Okay, I have one
Good
question
luck.
about the spell.
Yes.
If the affected creature picks something up, does it grow?
Yes.
Okay.
When you drop, it shrinks.
Okay.
I said that will actually
So
be.
while it's big, it can pick something up and it'll get bigger, and then when it let goes, it gets smaller.
Yeah.
Okay. Slay.
Do I RP as Aurora now?
Yes.
Shit, water.
And I will roleplay as Rasha.
Yo.
Erica.
It do be like that though. That's why you always had the backdoor crossbow.
That's why I like the. Oh well.
Slay.
I guess it's time to show you why I became a wizard. And rips off the robe just because he must do it.
I don't think
Are you still
Gandalf
beside
was
him?
like that under the robes.
It's like what's his name?
At-
Boomy.
At least for
Yeah.
the love of God, I
Mhm.
hope that's not what Gandalf looks like.
No.
It's like Ian McKellen rips off robe. And he's got this like
Nice.
Yeah.
he's got this He-Man build. It's like
Yeah,
oh,
it's Boomy. Boomy's like, I'm an old man.
Yeah, King Boomy
Yeah.
From Avatar. Yeah.
But you would lose who you are.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You're
It
kind
means you will
stop.
cease to be Baragon. And you will become the human that you see before you. Additionally, at this point, you now see in your hand a red stone. Fez, you look over this, you know that this is a soul philosopher's stone. This is the thing used to make rather unorthodox creations.
Like Baragon's holding it, or his
Additionally,
reflection's holding
when
it?
you look at Baragon, his front reflection is the man. The reflection behind him is a lion.
That's awkward.
And it is his reflection that is holding the
Full
Okay.
Metal Alchemist.
So the question is, if he finds out who he is, does he turn into the lion or the man?
the man.
Volcano
So he can
Ghost.
still play.
Close.
Because that's
No,
Baragon.
I think he should turn into the lion. It'd be hilarious.
Say Baragon is both.
That's true.
Experimented on him. Oh, good. So good thing that we
Why did you rush into that?
That's about right.
basically it's a rather unorthodox.
That's what I was
experiment
supposed to do.
That took
Yeah.
whoever you were as a human being.
That's why we're here.
And merged you with a lie.
Do we have any more juice? Or are we out of the
Juice, it's up here. I moved it.
May I have
There's
one
more
of the drinks
Sprite
as well?
too.
Okay,
You got a
Sprite.
couple
I
more.
just wanted one more glass.
Yep.
Sir.
There's more Sprite. There's more Pepsi.
Oh, I'll have another pet.
A little pepper strip?
Russia
Oh,
kind of
clever.
looks up at you and is like, I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too, but you're so stupid. So stupid.
You idiot!
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
Like,
I'm going to pick up the money. I'm going to set it in presumably a pouch on my side.
Yes, hopefully you're not naked.
No, she has clothes.
Okay.
Oh man, do I have her armor listed on there?
Yes, you do.
I do. Nice.
You do have the Valkyrie set.
Shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. The true horror.
You
The only way
feel
I'm playing Wizard.
Gehenna's gaze attend on
I'm staring at the reflection in the floor.
Not looking at Gehenna. Like,
Not bad.
So you lose Baragon and become Todd?
Todd?
you. No. I have the character you would become. You will have a similar situation to
You become Richard.
Russia.
My name is
Is it Luis or Louis?
Louis. I am not a jack-o'-lantern. My name is Louis.
How
He's in
does
Target.
Aurora feel about Villarreal
He's
still?
in Target. I want him Louis.
Now?
In reality, Aurora is.
Okay.
She understands that she's a child who
Okay,
is
okay.
tricked.
I
It does not actually harbor any ill feelings.
Are you doing high or I thought you were rolling the dice? Like, okay, high, I take the deal.
Hell no.
I forgot Villarreal.
Do Villarreal while Baragon's still
Yeah.
So-
deciding.
Baragon's having a moment. So
I say we'll work it in. Villarreal.
Way back when.
Villarreal retrieved Rex. We'll say. I brought Rex back. Rex, by the way, still standing.
Man, they dead?
No, he's actually mostly fine. It looks like that hurt, but physically you probably couldn't tell.
He's quite a bit higher level than we are.
And also can turn into dinosaurs.
He can also apparently turn into dinosaurs.
You then see
Although, technically speaking,
Gehenna
they weren't
look
dinosaurs.
towards Villarreal.
But whatever. Prehistoric.
Villarreal,
Prehistoric creatures.
you wish to undo the damage you caused as a goddess.
Oh, shit.
Does that include shooting this?
And you wish your life to be forfeit.
Excuse you? No.
I cannot offer either of those things to you. However, I can offer you a place in my legion. Give your soul to me,
Can
and I
I?
will make you of the Echo Legion,
Don't do it.
where you will find your own purpose.
Don't do it.
Why not?
Yeah, his sword literally says God Slayer.
So you actually, I say, you watch Villarreal kind of like let go and like start walking towards Gehenna.
Rasha in the reflection.
It's like,
No.
no, stop her, stop her, stop her.
Villarreal, please.
Remember,
No.
Aurora
I know.
sucks at talking.
Hi. We
Like I said,
haven't.
You get to play the awkward lesbian now.
I'm the other disaster. We haven't talked in a while. Trying to step between the two of them.
She's looking past you.
Look. Don't.
She looks back towards Fez.
Don't do it. I know what it's like to give up free will.
I'm sorry.
Why do you feel like you have to?
Excuse me.
Because I feel I could atone for more this way.
That's not true.
Aurora is going to grab her shoulders.
Aurora is way.
I forgive you.
You don't look as very
I look
I
scared, but I
believe
forgive you.
I forgive you?
Villarreal kind of like takes your hands.
Tusk.
Thank you. And then like puts them down at your side.
Tusk,
walks
do you
past
value Villarreal at all? Do you consider her to be a friend?
Rosh is like, grab her. Yes.
Then don't let
Oh,
her
well,
do
that was
this.
caught.
She would be giving away her soul. Take it from someone who's
You call
soulless.
out?
It's not worth the price.
Kind of like Sophie from House of the Castle. That's your speech pattern.
19 to
I
grab her.
like it as a compliment.
You go to grab her and Gehenna is stopping.
Look, I think
I'll call outside.
since everyone else had the free will to do this, and no one grabbed each other to stop them, we can use our wits. But we're not gonna physically intervene.
I don't know. I tried very visibly to tell Rasha that what she did was a horrible idea.
Yeah, we can use our words. Grabbing is not. We're not gonna just like.
What do you call
Muriel
it
has
to
switched to
Villarreal?
preschool teacher.
I'm
She
gonna-
looks. She looks back at you.
I'm just gonna tell her, if
God
this is
forbid.
something you feel you must do, then I'm not going to stop you. But I also don't know what this is going to entail.
And we
Just
will.
stay who you are. It's the best way you can be.
And 10-10.
That's an excellent idea. What exactly would this entail?
Terms and conditions, please.
Yes.
I'd like to hear all the details.
Privacy policy.
NDAs.
If there was a
You
contract,
see Villarreal kind of like looks up. I don't know. So you kind of feel Gehenna's gaze. It is for the Legion of Echoes to know only.
that
Well,
doesn't
that-
sound like a very good
That's
deal.
very culty.
As someone who knows everything, I happen to have a fair bit of knowledge about, the legal system and terms and conditions and whatnot. And you have to have. This isn't worth it.
Subject to change by notice.
No.
For you.
I don't think it's worth it for
It is
anyone.
not worth for you.
I don't
would
have
not offer for you're not of worth.
kind of a low blow, but alright.
But at the same time, we
So-
don't know what.
Let's say becoming an
going on.
Echo Knight wouldn't do anything for Fez. So he wouldn't offer it to you.
As I am not trying to keep another NPC because we have so many of them, and this is kind of an out for one. This does seem sketchy though.
This doesn't.
No, I know. Who's in front? Muriel? Make a perception check.
Oh. Let me open my character sheet
I mean,
again.
Rex, surely you must have opinions about this.
Last time Rex said anything, the big guy punted him.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
That's fair.
Rex is like, I expressed my opinion and I got punted halfway across the
I'm pretty sure that's a 24.
We
but let
want
me
to have
check.
more opinions then.
Makes me fix
Is
my
it perception?
hat. Perception.
Okay. That is a 22.
22. Standing next to Gehenna's foot is an entity much smaller that you do recognize.
Who's that?
It's Felix!
Felix!
Felix?
You see, Roger's on the other side going.
Yeah. Rosh is finally like,
Did you get Aurora the Rock?
No, I did not.
I know.
So Ross is
Don't
like,
worry,
Wait,
folks.
it's in the bag of holding. I
Yeah.
did give her the bag of holding.
Oh, you
That's
gave
money.
her the whole bag of holding. That's
Yes.
All right, that's
So
fine.
she does have the rock.
She does have the rock.
God damn it.
Felix there.
Felix, do you have terms and conditions for the Echo Knights?
Felix.
I mean, I am an Echo Knight. It's not all that
Okay.
Oh.
They got great bennies. Dental.
Get healthcare.
bad. You don't need any of it. It's kind of great.
Would she be safe?
They got the Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah. I mean,
That's all I need.
I can't really discuss it, but I can promise you,
Would she
We have
be,
a
she'll be
good-
okay.
We've got a good life.
would she be happy?
Happiness is determined by the one who chooses to take it. Whether or not she chooses to be happy is entirely up to her.
So then by that logic, she can choose to be happy here.
She could.
A
That's
little
it, but her
easy.
mind seems a little made up.
You're just like, don't be a stranger. To
Villarreal.
Villarreal.
She
Because
kinda-
I'm like, eh.
She smiles at you and she says, "Thank you all." You then watch Gehenna take the sword, his Godslayer,
Eek.
swing it out, and then drop it. And as it drops, you expect this sword to just
Bisecting?
absolutely bisect the ground. But when it lands, it's actually just a regular longsword. And it lands next to Villarreal. Draw the blade to join the legion. When you watch Villarreal kind of take a second and then grips the handle, pulls it out. And as she does, you watch her reflection fade. And she pulls it out. And the armor on the kind of like ice blue armor that you're used to her in starts to immediately turn into a dull gray. It looks more like Felix's armor. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was like a dull gray. It has the relative same shape.
We might have
It's
seen it 2
still-
years ago.
You might have seen it 2 years ago, but I don't have a great image of it now because technically this is let me see. You know what? I'll just have to pull it up from what I sent it to you. This is the armor. So, take note. I know we just made this whole big deal about it, but just take note that she is perfectly happy, and this image is a poor representation of that
Oh god.
because of her role as an Echo Knight. But this is the armor you see Villarreal in now.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Pass it around. This is the one. So, that is the armor you see Villarreal in now.
She doesn't look very happy.
I say the image does not do justice to
Yeah.
how happy she is.
She's
But-
happy. Just look at her.
Yeah.
I say, but for reference, I said this is what she looks like now.
The top small screen.
This is what she looks like. I'm like, okay.
Just, yeah, and she basically is just standing there holding the Godslayer, looking at the lack of her reflection. And you see that she like brings herself together, looks towards Felix, and he's like, "Come on, I gotta debrief you."
Lego.
As he kind of like
It's
waves
like a
her
block.
over, you watch as that version of Villarreal that I just showed you appear, and kind of just like lands, and she's like, "Did I miss it? No." And then she runs over to the Villarreal that you guys now know. And she was like, "Don't do it! Don't take it!" And then as she like goes to grab herself, fades from existence. And then you hear a voice, you know, I did warn her that would happen if she tried, for the record. You recognize him. He's the guy who showed up with adult Bella.
Oh, good, you went there.
You weren't there for that. What's his name again?
CK.
CK.
CK. CK, where's Bella?
Long story, not allowed to explain it. She's okay. She does her own thing a lot of the time. Don't worry about her.
Is she warm? Did she pack enough clothing?
She
I always,
brings snacks.
I always told her to dress in layers.
You've seen how she dresses.
It's in layers because she's a good girl.
You see Gehenna. Who are you?
Yeah, I don't want her to get cold.
And he looks up and he's like, oh fuck, that's not a good sign. Don't worry about it. And you watch, he like does a quick snap and suddenly he's gone. And there's like an awkward silence as Villarreal is like,
Confused, elongated silence.
The Villarreal that came with CK.
no. That Villarreal that came with CK disintegrated.
Because she
Faded
tried to
from
grab
existence
the
because she tried to rewrite her history.
In a way, she did, which
Yeah.
erased.
And you see Villarreal like, huh?
That's weird.
What?
I'm just gonna put this down.
She kind of just like Felix is like, then just and he comes over, he like takes the sword, he's like, don't put the God Slayer down, and puts it on his shoulder. He's
God
like,
Slayer doesn't.
you'll be
belong,
okay. I'm not exactly sure what's happening there, but I'll make sure I'm sticking with you from now on.
I trust. Okay.
This is gonna be interesting.
Obviously, we're gonna. The other one's.
But that Villarreal didn't want this Villarreal to join the Echo Knights.
That's not our
Yeah.
business anymore. It's not in our
Yeah,
contract.
Hillary is off living her own life now.
Don't be a
She
stranger
kinda-
again.
Yeah.
I'm playing the disaster lesbian. That's how you do it.
No, it's true.
And she
You're
kind
gonna
of
do
waves.
great.
She says, "Thanks for taking me in."
Fair
She
enough.
Rasha is
She kinda-
crying.
I know. So Rasha is crying and Aurora is crying
For
Darn it.
because
Just
Aurora
like-
is probably 10 times more emotional than Rasha is.
Mhm.
Darn, just
I
sad
imagine
waves.
Fez is not happy because she watched
Mhm.
someone else lose their soul.
You actually, as I say, she didn't lose her soul.
She
If
now-
you want, as I say, you will take half your HP as damage,
God.
and you can make an intelligence save to figure out what just happened. About, as I say, to learn about the Echo Knights, which is not public knowledge, which is why it is so heavy. Taxing.
What's half of 112? That would be 5.
Additionally,
56.
your DC is 25.
100 and
12?
Oh.
Yeah, 56.
What do you have for?
I thought it was 120. That's why I said
Oh,
60.
no, yeah.
Hi. Oh, it's 20. That's 23.
23. I'll give it to you. Villarreal did not lose her soul. Villarreal lost her body.
I knew it. She's all soul.
She is pure soul.
She is only
She's
soul.
only
She
soul.
is her soul.
So
I
you see
am my
Fez
scars.
just kind of like
So-
nosebleed, and I imagine she starts bleeding out of like her orifices, you know, like
Muriel just
Yeah, I'm a
looks over
fucking
and like,
wizard.
good.
blood, like blood starts
Have you
running
seen
out of her
Africa?
ear and her nose,
I'm
and
also
she's
like
just
right
like,
there, yeah.
interesting.
Do you need a tissue?
You watch Gehenna basically take his now free hand.
Oh, did you
He
want
does
that one?
this. You have full HP.
Thank you.
One does not simply bleed in the nether realm.
I have quite the
You
time.
did that off your knees, you.
One to six.
One does not specifically.
And then you feel the
So,
gaze
wait,
once again
is-
return to Barragon.
Is the Villaraya who tried to stop other Villaraya from doing that just upset that she can't masturbate anymore?
What?
I don't think we
Yeah,
any
she
of
It's
backed
her
us.
it.
body.
Out of game.
I don't
Okay.
think any of us
Out
went
of
there.
game. Out of game.
Ooh.
Villaraya is upset because while she is happy with her
She's
life,
almost a big one.
she is sad that she did not get to participate in the life that she thought she would have a chance at participating in, and it wasn't until she realized that she had a chance at this that she started to regret. As in, the Villaraya that you just saw is the result of Villaraya doing 5,000 years of being an Echo Knight.
So she has burnout after 5,000 years.
Yeah.
Pretty reasonable.
That's
I would say, because after, I would say, burnout after 5,000 years, because that is when Fez dies. It's written into
Rip.
Bella's story. Because I actually have.
That's
I'd
why
say, 'cause
Bella's
I have,
busy.
I'd say, I have
Oh.
a story for Bella and CK that I've actually
Funeral
been writing.
Why does she get burnout after Fez dies?
She likes Fez.
Yeah.
She likes Fez?
And
Yeah,
Fez was
I'd say
trying
because
to
for the
court-
longest time Fez was interacting with Villaraya and keeping Villaraya company
That is true.
and having Villaraya be involved with watching Bella
Yeah, to be fair, that is why I was so upset with
Tusk.
Tusk. Because it's like, you took my sweet girl. And
No, she had no attraction towards Tusk. It
No.
just so happened that Tusk and Villaraya spoke
I
in
heard-
Caliber.
I had a girlfriend and I lost her.
Damn.
You had a situationship. Let's be honest here.
That's true.
Yeah, the problem is neither of them talked about it.
That was the problem. You're right. Anyway,
Where'd that go?
Beautiful.
That's how that whole
And have a good
relationship
other one.
went.
Where'd that go, by the way?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And Aurora's the
No.
disaster
Yeah.
lesbian?
No.
yeah.
We go.
I'm just a disaster.
Well, because I mean, if you think about it, here's the funny thing. As Aurora, you know this. You were the first lesbian because you married the goddess of love, who became the goddess of
That's
love
what I said.
because of her
But I
wedding
suck at
to
enunciating.
Aurora.
This is like depressing.
I say
Not
Aurora
even
is
in a
responsible
fantasy world can
for
I get,
Hera,
you know,
the
like a
goddess of
girlfriend.
love,
Uh-huh.
No, you had one.
Being
you
a
just
god.
didn't notice.
I'm sorry.
Because
It might be
they got
also-
married. She became recognized as the goddess of love, and that's when it became a case of love doesn't care. So Aurora is responsible for the creation of
I
the
heard
goddess
your
of love
chair, and for some reason I heard somebody coming from the door, and I was like, what the heck?
because she's the
There
first
was
lesbian.
one time when we were playing and this loud thump came from the door and it literally freaked
Let's
us all out.
fucking go!
Yes, I remember.
Wow.
It was scary.
Yes, yes, no, no, no.
Man,
Baragon. And Eclipse said no too.
I'm glad I have my kid. It's been a sad day.
Who, by the way, you still have this like mini projection of her like poking and prodding Galahad. You basically watch
I
her
should've-
pull his arm down and like activate his like lightsaber sword. So it like pops out of his arm and you basically watch him catch it and then flick it back in.
Mhm.
And he's like, you can tell that he's like telling her off, saying not to do that.
Real
It's a very
thing.
cute interaction, and you can tell that she's 100% just harassing.
Well, if I knew that that was still up, I would have
Poor
shown
cat.
Villaraya that.
I'm stuck on babies and babies. He didn't even ask for it.
You're the parent who watches on the monitor the whole time they're at daycare instead of doing anything.
This is what the job is, you know?
Baragon, the man you see looking back at you holding this red stone is what kind of looks like a scrawny white boy with black, a scrawny with black hair, and
This all makes sense now.
you know,
Sorry.
I just want to say, when I say scrawny, he has 20 strength and he has 20 constitution.
So he's scrawny but strong.
So he looks scrawny.
Sorry.
I say he looks scrawny.
He's scrawny. He's scrawny, but
I
strong.
say, but
He's scrawny, but strong.
I say, but you can see that he radiates a strong aura.
He's scrawny.
He's scrawny.
I say, you can see that there's just like a fire in his eyes.
So Baragon's turning. I'm not gonna say that. I'm like, my vocal cord stops me from saying that for
How
a
does
reason.
Aurora feel about the rest of the group?
No.
'Cause she's never really met or talked
Relatively
to-
neutral.
Yeah, okay.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
I say, she's like, these are Rasha's friends, so they're my friends too.
He's never met his friends.
Okay.
That is true. Rasha kind of just left you with these random strangers that you never
Really
really
don't.
interact with.
You don't interact with us that much.
Hi.
It's a lot of big decisions happening tonight.
Is there a time limit?
No. I say, if you don't want to decide right now, Gab, that is totally okay. We'll move on, and then we will fill in whatever happened to Bear.
I think Baragon.
I say, because yours is the only thing that I kind of figured I would not know your answer until you gave it.
Which is why we were like,
I mean,
smart decisions,
Did you guess everyone else's?
I figured that I knew they were going to say yes. I figured they were going to say yes. I knew they would say no. Only you would say no.
I'm not gonna sacrifice
Also,
my kid.
scripted, Villarreal was going to say yes, and Eclipse was going to say no.
Even if I showed her the little hallway.
Even if you were showing.
That would have been a gay as hell, you know?
Nothing like a lesbian, what's it called, tragedy.
That's usually how it works. I'm watching a playthrough of Life is Strange, even though I know what happened. I don't know why I put myself through that.
This whole time Baragon's been kind of looking at his reflection.
It's just like
At the scrawny but
scrawny.
confident,
Yeah,
scrawny
scrawny
young man who's very much not him.
So bad.
It's Daniel Radcliffe.
No.
Yes, it is though.
It's Harry Potter, you know?
No, it's not Harry Potter. It's Daniel Radcliffe after Harry Potter, where he does not care.
He's
just
Swiss
does
Army
anything.
Man.
He just
Everything,
does
and I love it.
anything.
He's a weird
Broadway
theater
right
kid.
now.
Who has too much money.
You do be like that though.
Guess Baragon will look up and look at everybody. What decisions, guys? There's a lot of things happening. But I already do it.
That guy down there doesn't have a tail. Okay.
No, that's probably the hair.
Are your tails prehensile?
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. Crisis averted.
Let me.
Sorry, Gabby.
You could grow out your hair.
I thought you were talking to me.
That too. But as the guy.
I said, this is kind of who you see.
Is it Daniel Radcliffe?
He's not.
Well, damn.
Let me see. Let me see.
Well, fuck.
Oh. Well.
You know, I'm gay, but
How does he look?
I still feel like you could grow out your hair. Then you'd just be Spec.
grow a beard.
And a goatee. Yeah.
Plot twist.
Grow a beard, you'd be fine.
But
Looks aren't everything.
pull Beauty
just
and the
become a
Beast, where we're all
twink,
just
but it
kind of
sure helps.
I
disappointed.
say,
a
you
little
can become who you were, but you would lose who you are.
I saw that movie the other day, and even Belle looks disappointed. She's kind of like, I didn't sign up for this.
I saw a thing where he would look fine if he had a darker skin color because he's got the facial features that fit more with a darker skin color, but he's white.
You know he would
In the
need. He
cartoon.
needs a beard.
That's it.
Or
He needs
Yeah.
hair.
He
on
needs
his,
anything.
We're gonna end in 15 minutes.
He needs hair on his body. That's
You have
all.
15 minutes to decide whether or not you want to be a lion.
Yeah. No,
Or
I have
twins.
my decision.
You have your
I have
decision?
my decision.
Okay.
Well, I kind of like who I am.
Yeah, that's
But-
self-confidence.
I don't have a whole lot of that.
What? The soda. Like,
I guess I'm not okay not knowing. Wait for a little longer. No, thank you. Thank you for the offer, though. It's very kind.
out of curiosity.
I really
Earl?
appreciate
Can I call you
it.
Earl?
I really appreciate it.
Out of curiosity, how many people know that kind of magic with a philosopher's stone? Like anyone
Take
infamous?
12 damage.
I was gonna say, in reality, technically, Fez, before they were cursed, would have known. Rex knows. Not to everyone's knowledge, but Butch, before they were Butch, would have known. And
Which is the
Gehenna.
So
don't
is
know
this
if
like a
Tiana would.
situation where Baragon did this to themselves? Or
No, this is a situation where Butch did this to Baragon. Do you remember how when you guys first had Villarrea, she used the last of her godly power to restore Butch's memory? She basically did a soul tap. Used the remaining of her magic to basically pick out what was left of his soul, the Philosopher's Stone that's inside Butch, and revealed his memories as a relatively evil scientist who specialized in animal hybrids, creating the evolution of mankind. Until he finally managed to create multiple successful tests and decided to use the best DNA he could find out of a Tarrasque. He fused it with himself. However, the Tarrasque has its own consequences. Not on stream. You get in serious trouble for that.
What did you do?
Katie's flashing gang signs.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Uh-huh.
She did the
Um,
blood thing.
Oh.
But yeah, Butch was an evil scientist, and the Tarrasque DNA proved to be beyond his expectation, and so it wiped his memory clean,
I know what that's like.
just like Baragon.
Slay.
And I say all Baragon knows is Baragon.
I hate
Baragon
you.
doesn't know who this man is. Baragon has never seen this man before.
Did any of us know about that with Butch? Did he ever say it?
No, because that was Butch's farewell. And I
Yeah,
say
he-
you all watch
He
as
got his memories
eyes.
back and he walked
And
away.
I say because his eyes switch from the black, like hollow, like Tarrasque monster eyes, to humanoid, like the green ring, like he has green eyes, and he goes, "That's right," and then like stands up.
John would never sound that suave.
Exactly. And he says, "Thank you," and then flips the table on Lorena left.
Like John could never.
John could never, which is why I roleplayed it. On the next session, we had Baragon.
Yay!
Who is one of 5 successful creations.
You have brothers.
You could.
This is
You will not.
You don't have as big of a family.
Say,
as
I have
you
it
have a
written.
family.
I have it written because me and John kind of workshopped it
You have a
in case we
sliver,
did
brother.
run into them. But as I say, you became one of the 5, so there are 4 others. It's like the Furious 5 kind of deal.
Ocean's movie.
That
Kung Fu
Ocean's
Panda.
5.
It's like the Tigger movie where they all dress up
Is
like
he
Tigger.
Crane?
Huh?
I feel like he's Crane.
Who? Baragon?
Baragon is Crane.
Baragon.
Is definitely not Tigress.
No.
Baragon is Crane.
No, Poe is not a part of the Furious Five.
I said Poe is the dragon warrior. He's his own entity outside
I don't
Furious
know,
Five.
like, I don't feel like any of the Furious Five mesh with Baragon that well.
Crane
I feel like
does
Crane
the best.
does.
I guess
What
he would be
about
the
Mantis?
closest.
Yeah, that was
No.
No,
one.
Mantis is too arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Crane is far more
You
humble.
don't have enough Seth Rogen in you.
You're right. No one
Yeah.
has.
Crane
Only
is
Seth
awesome.
Rogen has enough. You know?
Anyway,
You're
Thank
Valkyrie's also
God.
like human.
It's just kind of a.
so
So.
how do we? Thank you for the generous offers that some of us took and some of us didn't for reasons. How do we go back to life, like the overworld?
I imagine Fez is still looking at.
You need only return. As he says this, you watch very slowly as he starts to shrink down to a human form. And despite this, he still stands at an impressive 7 feet tall. And you watch as he collects his sword from Felix.
Felix and Villarreal are still here?
Yeah, they're just standing behind him. And he says, if you wish to return, then you will.
We should probably head.
I mean, it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
that,
let's-
You know, my girlfriend.
let's go.
Felt the will to, you know, like, oh, Fez died.
Before I leave,
What's
I'd
the
like to
point?
look down at the reflection.
I'm like, I'm really
Both
flattered.
lovingly stare at it and also sternfully stare at it.
Mhm.
Stupid woman.
We'll get this figured out.
I guess just trade.
Go back and forth. Is Aurora back to being
like
the
long
goddess
distance
of
forms.
hope and
Aurora is the goddess of peace. Rasha is
so
still
Rasha
the goddess
is still
of
the
hope.
goddess of hope.
With peace, there is
It's
always
just now
hope.
Rasha is
A sword.
a sword. Specifically, the sword Rasha was using, Twin Lacerations.
So, do I dual wield as Aurora?
They're connected on a chain,
Right.
so it is one sword actually.
It's like long nunchucks.
Basically.
Sword nunchucks.
Magic nunchucks.
Anyway,
Magic bladed.
we should go. We don't have to swim like a fifth of a mile to get back out.
Kind of want to do that again.
Drowning once was fun, but you know, drowning twice.
I mean, it
is
might be a lot easier this time.
How long have we been here?
Not terribly long. Well, I mean, you guys were gone long enough for Eclipse to run after you, and then throw herself
Like
in
an
the water.
hour or something.
Maybe.
But before we return to the Dragonator, I want to continue to watch Bella torment Gal and talk with my family more. Maybe. I don't know.
And with that,
Before I go, Fez is going to say to Villarreal, I'll tell Bella you said goodbye.
Villarreal says, "Thank you, guys."
You gonna make, you know, breaking my...
Deadbeat dads, huh?
Damn.
Damn.
Another weekend. Come get me.
You watch Gehenna. He takes and points his sword, and then he does this, and you all are transported to the surface, except for you, Mariel. You then watch as he takes his sword, sheaths it, and he twists his helmet, and he takes it off.
I was so
And
confused
as
for
he
a
takes
second.
off, yeah, as he takes off his helmet, you see that there's almost like a layer of dust
Anakin Skywalker.
that seems to come off. But when you look at him, you see rotting flesh, or what looks like flesh that has rotted away.
And you made a deal with him.
And things that are just sunken. His eyes are completely pale. His hair is white like Felix. And he looks at you and he says, "It's good to see you again, Miriam.
Again?
You might not remember, and I might not be able to restore your memory,
¿Qué?
but Oceanus was like a brother to me. And I know Marxie said that I was like an uncle to him.
That's your brother's name. One of them.
Yeah. The older brother, his name is Marxie.
Okay.
He did not say that
No.
because he's kind of a scatterbrain.
And I didn't
I've
ask.
kind of pegged him as a surfer
You kept
dude.
calling him brother.
Yeah, I kept calling him brother.
Yeah.
Because he called me brother first.
Yeah.
Brother.
Should you or your friends ever need to come back, you need only ask.
Okay.
Additionally, there are some side effects to being a god that you will have to get used to, like hearing prayers. That'll be a new one. They sound like voices in your head. Yeah, prayers. People pray to their god. People usually pray for
How many
favorable
people pray
tides.
to the ocean?
You see, like this. This is from the stoic, like scary, like mask to now full of character and life. You see, he's like a lot.
Oops. Sorry, I just want to understand.
But I also know this will free Oceanus. Once he realizes he no longer has his domain, he will relinquish the demon king's power. He will be free.
And he'll be with his family.
Hopefully. We cannot say that that's the actions he will take.
He'll have the option.
He will. But as a Titan, you can send yourself back to the dock.
How would I do that?
You need only champion.
I'm just gonna think about the overworld very, 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 very hard.
Do you think about the whole world or just the dock?
I'm gonna think about the dock.
So you think about the dock and you kind of just visualize yourself standing on the dock.
Okay.
And as you kind of are visualizing it, you like look up to ask Gehenna if you're doing it right, and you realize you are standing on the dock with everybody else.
Are you doing what right?
I did it right.
It's not none of your business.
And with that, we'll call it a session. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, make sure to tune in next week, same place, same time. And until next time, stay adventurous.
Wham.
Yay!